interesting. Yeah, like if I'd have to just go back in time, but I was just changing another setting. That's in this instance, you know, you need vision here, here, here. So Pixel Bush Dragon needs to be here. I don't know what's happening over here. This ward is not necessary. I tell people, you know, either Pixel Bush, what they have. You want, you want this ward, you want this ward, you want the ward here, or here, or here. If you want Pixel Bush, Dragon side, you want, call this, you know, Wolf's Bush. You can call this tier 2 ward, which is kind of right outside the vision of the towers, but put it right here. It's like the least cleared position. I'm placing a regular ward, not a control ward, but just a regular ward or whatever. And with that, you give your team a nice kind of blanket. You give your team a nice kind of shield. Yeah, enemy team is doing everything proper. They're controlling vision, getting counter intel. They're placing in position. See, they're just they're spotting the enemy team. Oh man, the Corky sees something. His teammates are just ready to rumble. No, he has to reset. I'll just recall if I'm in genre right now. You can call it negative 4 seconds because there's no need to stick around. Because they're not getting any deep ward division. Enemy team, the team is not soaking mid lane or bot lane or top lane, right? Oh no, y'all. It's gonna be this is a 3v3, but enemy team is just sees only so much you can do. Just yeah, target. Oh man. Oh. Okay, that's a 4v1 trade. Nice. Good play. Wow, yeah, good position, good play. Because he was threading the needle on the... Oh, good thing Draven got away. I was like, there will come a time where Corky just will do more damage than Draven. At a longer range, but really good. You know, threading the needle, weaving in the auto attacks. You know, those auto attacks were super key. Did he just cast the Herald? Hawaii's in a really precarious position. There was like no vision, no vision, no vision, no vision. There was like these corridors. I guess Draven he's saying go for Baron. You definitely want to get rid of that blast plant. That was good. He still had 3 wards. So in that instance, I would have walked up here and placed another ward deep. Oh, Neela must have made the play. Or she was just like, drop it, I'll push mid. Really hard to kill a Tark if he has his ult, you know, like y'all. So Grox is using his ult to try to like gauge into a target, but I'm like, target's really hard to kill. Oh, but Corky, like any champion, is a front line and back line. So Corky is in the front line when he should not be there. I see they have a good ward here. Now you take Baron. Team needs to stop goofing around. Draven needs to stop goofing around and take. Oh wow, Draven saw a kill angle I couldn't see. I'd have to see the replay of the Draven. That was really good. Oh, let me go back to auto. Oh, let me turn this off. Turn this off. Turn this off. Yeah, like I don't think he can play badly at all. I think he was playing like. Oh, what the heck? That's funny. Oh, that's a smart ADC. That was a really smart ADC. She destroyed the midway, gave her team more time, and then she took out the But Nyla, also, the Nyla died 8 times. Oh yeah. Well, also good for the team too. So Nyla's also behind. Um, she's only -2 because the Draven's died 6 times and Nyla's died 8 times. So Draven's only like +2 really. And then in terms of seeing who the carry is, he's at 15 KP. Oh nice one. Oh nice. Yeah, like if I'm playing Tark, I'm making sure that all of my plays are to stop the enemy battle mage way or stop Draven. Like that Corki didn't need to move into the front line to stop the Draven. The Corki just needed to fire his ult, and really kind of poke down the opponent. So the Corki's already messing up, right? Because Corki didn't utilize enough of his utilize enough of his ultimate to really fire enough rockets to poke the enemy. The Corki like saw a low death Draven and was just like, I'm gonna trade away my life and rush in there. He didn't need to do that. The Corki should be still on the map, applying pressure, right, poking down the opponent. The Corki should not be trading his life away because the Draven can't re-engage. The Draven was down to like 200 health or whatever. So just stuff like that, where enemy Corki's messing up. And I bet the enemy team doesn't take mid tower, right? If the Corki doesn't like trade away his life to kill a Draven, but the Corki is still alive, poking down the enemy. Draven kind of walks away. They don't get the Nexus. The Corki destroys the waves, pokes on the opponent, stops them from doing that. But with the enemy mid laner gone, you take the mid hit. Now the Corki has package. See, the Corki's the freaking mid lane. The Corki is still gonna hit. At first, you're probably thinking you don't see it, but as the game goes on, that I think it's like a 1200 damage, 1280 or something like that. The Corki pokes, poke. Yeah, see, Tark puts off his ultimate. They go invulnerable. They kill the. Oh, Corki's still alive? Yeah, see, look at that. So Tark pops the ultimate. They go invulnerable. Corki 1200. It's like 1200% 80 damage ult. Just starts burning everybody. Wait, how many dragons does the enemy team have? Oh man. Okay, so the enemy team is in a prime position to win the game. Enemy team is on what's it called? They call it like there's a terminology that the casters and pros use. I'm like forgetting. They're like match point dragon or something or whatever. Basically, they're on like dragon buff potential. Enemy team has a Trundle? Didn't even notice. See, look at the Corki. The Corki doesn't realize the power that he has. He's doing the damage. Now Corki can't frontline. What? Like the Corki should not be there trying to frontline. Like what? The Corki had plenty of time to get away. That's a weird mid laner. The Corki like re-engaged like 3 times when you can't re-engage 3 times as a ranged carry. You have to poke and peel. And again, hey, enemy mid laner dead. Push the midway. It's gonna be really hard because I don't see any super minions, right? It's gonna be really hard because like they don't have a wave. I don't see the super minions anywhere. And Tark should be like trying to stop the enemy team. That's weird. The Tark was just I think enemy Tark just kind of gave up. See, like enemy Tark like had his ult, didn't use it, didn't engage. I guess it's GG. But just even in that instance, right, it just looked really funky. Enemy Tark had ult, didn't use it. Enemy Tark didn't engage into Draven or Hwei. Enemy Tark was like standing around watching his teammates die. That's a griefing support, like like well, that was really weird. Hey, +24. Nice. You need to get some honor. Nice, nice, nice.
I'm 3-5, and I'm down like 60 something LP. I think I started at 282, so I'm down.
Where's my concert?
What do you say,
Do
dude?
I have this on? Get this off.
I'm down 65 LP. Yeah, it's because I'm getting like plus 22 and losing 28. For
Whoa!
whatever reason.
He said he's getting plus 22, losing 28.
Yeah. Might have been a legendary top laner. A legendary deathless top laner. Don't wonder me.
Oh, is that Riot Freak?
That's it for me today. I'm so tired. There's the Dantes tournament going on right now, but you know what? I don't think I've ever rated Solar, but I'm gonna rate him now
Is that Riot
because I
Games
got
Freak
fucking nothing
top
better
lane?
to do, and I want to go edit some videos. Is that Riot
I
Games
didn't.
Freak top lane? Absolutely not.
Oh.
I don't think he spends his free time playing solo queue. To be honest, I'd be absolutely like amazed if he actually spent his free time playing League. He used to play a lot of League, but I don't think he does. Like, I don't think he does. Like, I'll click on his username. Yeah, his former username was Apple Juice Pimp. Anyways, say hi to Solar, my team captain for the Dantes tournament. But you know, we got knocked out early, but he's actually a fucking godly gang. If you've never heard of Solar Baka, like guy's
Oh, we
gangplank
know
is
Solar.
out of this world. He's like one of the best gangplank players in the world. Like that's not even like a joke. He's actually one of the best gangplank players in the world. So, anyways, I want to read our team captain.
Oh.
I'm done for today. Follow or subchat. What the fuck? Nah, whatever. Don't care. Anyways, I'm done. Y'all have a wonderful day. Come back tomorrow. Tomorrow is 2 streams. Yeah, we stream twice tomorrow, and in the evening we are going to play PvE. So during the day, I'm going to do my usual solo queuing, and then in the evening it's going to be PvE games. All right. So thank you, Maple, Deathry, and Cinna, Madre, Fire Hazard. You have a wonderful night. Anyone in the background? Thank you. Appreciate it. You have a wonderful day. Thank you. Peace out.
Oh no.
Welcome to the crew.
We know Solar.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I've heard of and known Solar Baka. He's a GP main.
Flesh will never burn.
Yo, Napkin, thank you for the raid, brother man. Appreciate it. Thank you. You're a good guy.
Slit throat is
Oh, what in the cheeky
That's
twisted
freak
fate?
behavior.
Cheeky
That
twisted
is
fate.
freak behavior.
Oh no. Okay, I gotta beat this real quick. For posterity and for all League of Legends players, don't have all chat on. There's nothing the enemy team can say that'll help you win the game. For posterity and for all League of Legends players, there's nothing the enemy team can say in all chat that'll help you win the game. So I do recommend to have all chat off. Because there's nothing the enemy opposing players can say in the middle of the game that'll help you win. The only thing all chat will do is allow the enemy team to potentially get into your head. So there's no need to have it. Now, as fundamentals for Gangplank players, even though he is the renowned Gangplank player, you essentially want to stand on top of your barrels so that the enemy team can't target it unless they have the champion target selection toggle on, and that then affords you the opportunity to then really maximize your DPS every time you stand on top of your barrel. Oh, he didn't cue it. I thought he was gonna. I think he had an instance to. Oh, there you go. He's going for the triple barrel, but oh, the empowered Wukong attack. Wukong, an excellent entry level jungler for all junglers, but at the highest elos, the highest levels of the game, it then allows more skill expression for incredibly competent junglers. And so, Wukong is an all-in kind of fighter jungler, and so all the enemy jungler did, Wukong's side, was calculate, okay, who's going to absorb the pressure and then counter rotate to that side. So Wukong is thinking, okay, who's going to absorb the pressure? My Riven's probably going to, it's melee against range because GP's late game. I need to probably stop the GP, and so the Wukong path top, either probably did a 3-camp top, right, I think? 2-camp top. Because it was super early, so it might have only been 2-camp top, and then just welcome to high elo. So when you're in high elo, you have to when you're high elo, you need to understand all roles, because once you understand all roles, you have to play all roles. I'll say it again, you don't have to play all roles, you need to understand all the roles, and so then that frees up your mind to then make some pretty cool plays. Yeah, see, perfect positioning. He could put perfect positioning for GP. He could put the barrel in a position where it's going to stop the enemy team from CSing, initiate damage. Riven can't really melee into GP because she could just stand on top. He can even put 2 barrels. He could stack his barrels too. That's what GP players can do. So in this instance, what he probably wants to do is melee the barrel and then use that movement speed to then push forward and then barrel. Enemy. Oh, smart Riven. She freaking dodged the. So you can place another barrel right here, and it really stops her from wanting to walk forward. She's like, oh yeah, she's just taking damage. That makes GP so nasty. You can place another barrel too. And she can't walk into it. Yeah, she runs away. See that kind of pressure. But I don't think he was fully staying on top of his barrel. He was like kind of off. Yep. See, and then the Wukong is like, Wukong's like, who's absorbing pressure? Wukong's like on his team, and Jones like, who's absorbing pressure? And he knows Riven just is gonna have a tough time because she's melee. GP's melee range. GP's also in a different category too for champions. Oh, I love that his jungler also saw the damage. Boom, 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 boom. And then even this instance, see, he could place a barrel and stand on top of it too, because it just makes it harder. Because then you really want to stand on top of your barrel because you also want to melee your barrel for the movement speed. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And GP can't be CC because he just has this W. Incredibly high skill potent champion. Oh, and that's a smart Twisted Fate. I'll count 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. Oh no, okay, he backed out. It's only still negative 30 seconds. And the reason I explain negative 30 seconds is that he didn't do a 5 minute or a 5 minute 30-second base timing. They stay longer in lane to engage to get the kill. But in this instance, he should already be in lane. Is that a kill angle? Oh, nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. But see, when you see... Okay, caught the wave. Nice. And I think it was only -2. I was going to say -3, but only -2. So, did everything you're supposed to do, kind of. I think the current barrel positioning should be on. I guess he doesn't want to destroy the wave and rotate. So in this instance, I figured the barrel should have been for the AoE wave clear, because this wave is coming. So then you could the longer you're in lane, the enemy team can see you. So these minions are giving away your positioning with their own vision from the minions. So if you destroy this wave faster, you could place a ward deeper, and the enemy team then hesitates. He's like, oh, I lost sight of the GP, stuff like that. Boom, 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 and then right here, now you have plus 18 seconds to work with. So he could leave this. They're gonna try to dive a Riven. Are they sure about this? Doesn't she have like a stun? Yeah, I was like, why dive the Riven? You know how you know you're winning? Rel support did not need to die. Because now Varus is losing his lane, right? Right? Like, Rel cannot be dying here before 10 minutes. Oh, no. Like, if that Twisted Fate stuns Rel and applies pressure to oh, crap. See? Rel cannot be dying top lane because then Varus is losing the bot lane. Can't be doing that as a support. Does he have TP? He does not have TP. He went for early game GP. GP's late game, so I don't recommend Ignite on the GP. Ignite's not needed on GP. GP's late game. Probably TP is very traditional in GP, right? Because he wants to be in the fight to use his barrels to crit his barrels, right? TP just allows you to exert more pressure. Since GP is not an early game champion, he doesn't really utilize the Ignite that well early game. Look at that wave clear, right? So it's all part of his kit, right? Like, you know, destroying the wave and then applying pressure somewhere else. He'll have to stand on top of his barrel, boom, get the movement speed. Oh, I would have went after her, right? I don't. What? Oh no, they took too long. And Riven gets away. Oh, see, yeah, I just, you know what I mean? Like, I would have stood on top of the barrel, destroyed the barrel. Good damage. That's an excellent play. That's a really cool play where you place the barrel in the bush and you 2-barrel out of the bush. The advice that Doublelift gave everybody is just count the minions that you miss as negatives. So then Doublelift talks about in his head he'll keep like a -5 or -10 in his head, and that's just from the I missed 10 minions. So then he keeps track of every minion that he misses, and then it pushes him to like be more efficient. Yeah, because GP, like, if you think about it, right? Boom, barrels or AoE damage. Well, just from his kit, you want to like destroy the wave and rotate. If he doesn't have any wards, all laners should have. Oh, I love this Varus because he has a red control ward. All laners should have a control ward because they should be in the 5-point stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of 5. What you're trying to do, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should have their red control wards across the map, fighting for space. And Varus is having a tough time because Rel is not there. Ari missing her charm. It's an even game. They just don't have vision. Enemy jungler's bot lane, so you don't need to place this ward here. You don't need to place your ward here because you saw the enemy jungler bot lane. The slow. Nice. But see, even in this instance, you could place your barrel here, place your barrel here. Oh, it's actually pretty good poke damage. He could just stand here, and then just place the barrel and then auto the barrel and then destroy the barrel really quick. I'm surprised he just didn't use his one barrel to like destroy this wave and move. Nice. Yeah, you can always place a barrel and try to destroy it to use that bonus movement speed to get away. But missing a red control ward. Where you want the red control ward? Probably here as the top laner. Or you want a red control ward the objective, help your jungler. You want to place a normal control, a normal ward, probably on a Krugs or enemy red. There's no need to place this ward because, like I said, you saw the enemy jungler bot. Just destroy the wave, go deep in the enemy, get some counterintelligence on the opponent. So if you saw the jungler here, don't place this ward, destroy the wave, go deep in the enemy jungler, place the wards there. but then allow your mid laner and all the other laners to then track the enemy jungler, just stuff like that. It helps your team out a ton. Like they don't have Pixel Bush, they don't have Pixel Bush Dragon Bush, they don't have Pixel Bush Dragon, they have Pixel Bush Baron, they don't have this ward, they don't have this ward. They don't have a ward. Rel doesn't have a ward in Tribush, Rel doesn't have a ward in River Bush tier 1 side. I doubt the Viego has a red control ward on him. Boom, boom. Just boom, boom. And really what you're trying to do is just, you're destroying the barrel to get the attack speed to like melee faster. You know, just, and to also kind of get boom. But see, yeah, she attacked the barrel too fast. So she attacked the barrel too fast. But you see, it goes back to like standing on top of your barrel. You know, so you can melee your barrel. But see, standing off of the barrel, and you want to stand like on top of it so they can't target it. But and even then, when you destroy the barrel, you get the bonus movement speed. See, and then she destroyed the barrel again. Nice. And you could also double barrel too, right? Like you could place 2 barrels on top of themselves, right? And when you destroy one, they both blow up. You can also triple barrel a single point too, so you can place, 3 barrels all. You can stack them, and when one barrel blows up, they all blow up. And so, you could, and that really gets the opponent too, because you could be standing on top of 2 barrels, and then when you detonate one, the opponent has no idea. You could bait your opponent into engaging. Kind of want sweeper, kind of don't. Don't need Dorns. Could use 2 red control wards. Because now it's time to fight our objectives. Welcome to the mid game. The team as a whole, like Viego, Rel, don't have ward on objective. Don't have pixel ward. Don't have a ward on enemy raptors. Don't have a ward on bush side wolves. Don't have a ward on pixel bush. So they're just sitting blind on 2 objectives and these pathways, these corridors that are super important. Like Rail sitting here with like no, Varus. I hope they place like a ward here, here. See, with that, this whole team can then rotate top, right, and cut off the Riven. And Riven's disrespecting the team because she doesn't have vision, right? Like, what is Varus doing? What is Varus doing? Varus should be there poking. See, they don't have vision on enemy red buff. They don't like is red buff still there? They could be stealing red buff. Varus should have already caught the mid wave. Like Ari should have a ward here in River, or Ari should have a ward on enemy blue buff. Because Ari, if there's no wave, right, she could be trying to take enemy camps, right? Like if Ari should be taking blue buff or taking these 2 camps, there's no, Ari should place a ward in enemy tribush and trying to take blue away. But she was dancing around doing nothing. Ari was sitting away when there was no minions and like face checking, dancing around with Twisted Fate. Like that doesn't make any sense. See, oh, now he's on blue buff, right? It's like, but Ari should have already been there with the ward deep in the enemy jungler applying pressure. Just stuff like that. Like the Ari, the mid laner's just not doing. There should be like ward here, here. But Ari's doing nothing. Collapse onto Twisted Fate. Like what? Like what is this Twisted Fate doing? Like what? Oh, it was a trap. Oh my goodness. They baited the enemy team. Oh, they triple killed them. Nice. So Wukong, Twisted Fate, and nice. That was really good. So Twisted Fate thought he was going to have a play. That is such... Is this high elo? This can't be high elo. They just... Oh, that's really bad ward placement. Really bad ward placement. And I shouldn't have to explain this to anybody. Because... So you place 1 ward to see 4 vector entry points. You place 1 ward to 4 vectors. So now you have 3 wards for only 2. Do you see it now? This is 1. This is 2. But you have 3 wards for 2 entry points. That's bad. When he can have 1 ward give you 4 entry points. You can place 1 ward here to give you 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You place 1 ward here to get 4 vector points. You place a ward here to get 4 vector points. This ward right here only stops 1 vector point because this lane doesn't matter. It's this one. You place 1 ward here for this. So you place 3 wards for 2 vector points. That's bad. You can place 1, not on him. It's on his teammates. That's why you place a ward here. Can you get 1, 2, 3, 4 vector points. Nice. But his team is CS. Oh, that's a jungle diff. Whoa, what is that? Is it? Oh, Viego. Yeah, Viego's like 9-1. Well, like I said, yeah, 15 minutes. You know, if you see anyone that's like 9-1, instant carry. Yeah. But I think the enemy team like doesn't have a traditional support, so that's really weird. You know, that definitely hampers red side. You know, Oh, yeah, you win and lose league through the draft. So if I see both enemy composition, oh yeah, no, enemy team loses because the composition. So you can't go Vayne twist. You can't go Vayne Twitch. So his team already won. The moment the team locked in a Twitch support, the game was already over. So I, come from Navcon's stream. He hosted solo bucket, but just you win and lose to the draft. The moment the enemy team had a Twitch support. The reason Twitch support does not work because Twitch support takes away the XP and kill goal that you want to give to carry. So you have 2 now laners that are now splitting the kill goal and the XP. I doubt the Twitch has a proper support item, right? So it doesn't help, right? Just stuff like that. So this game was already won because there's a Twitch support. Like what? Oh, that's a nice Ari. So Ari did a counter rotation to then protect and save GP. That was nice for, she landing the slows, getting the charm, landing slow from her item, getting the charm, CC. And the Viego was like 10-1 or 9-1. But his team should win because enemy has a Twitch support that, I guess the Twitch support has a support item, but Twitch support should go the normal build that Pike would go. So if you do go Twitch support, you try to make it work, I would recommend whatever build that Pike would usually go. So go lethality, with Twitch to really kind of help the team. Because then if Twitch, explain to people, make it super simple, people understand. A Twitch is going lethality, then you can kind of combat and try to take away the shield capacity and the armor capacity of the rel, right? Versus a Twitch, it's just going hybrid damage. Well, then the rel can just go her shield build like she's going, which is proper, and that just the shield build nullifies the hybrid damage from the Twitch support that won't really be strong. I think they hit for like 1,300. Oh.
Station.
New, what am I doing? New upgrades for the
F-22 Raptor may be slated to retire once the next generation air dominance fighter comes online, but in the meantime, it's in the midst of a massive...
the F-22 fighter is the only 6th gen fighter aircraft on the planet, and they probably just upgraded it with $11 billion upgrades. Probably did some sort of the low drag tank and the pylon program. Extra range without compromising its stealth, but this feature could become an essential low drag tank. Well, once U.S. and Japan perfect fusion generators, then you don't need fuel anymore, which then makes the aircraft lighter and it can fly
$11 billion upgrade
faster.
to make sure it remains the king of the skies right up until it flies into the sunset. And while many of
Basically,
these
like 7th gen fighting aircraft will be more advanced stealth breakthroughs, and then fusion generator tech will then allow unlimited energy without a fuselage. So yeah.
upgrades remain classified, one little discussed effort may just retip the scales of power in the Pacific toward the U.S. Navy. Let's talk about the Air Force's low-drag tank and pylon program and why, despite being developed for the F-22, it may just become an essential part of F-35 operations at sea. The F-22 Raptor has about 18,000 pounds of internal fuel capacity, giving it a combat radius of about 679 miles, meaning it can fly out to a target 679 miles away and still make it all the way back. But in order to give the F-22 more range, it often flies with a pair of external fuel.
The 1200 range, it's 650 out, and then when you fly back, you coast in. So you have different elevations. So then you fly up, and then you kind of coast down to your target. Combat power. Then you try to climb, and then you descend back. That's why it's 1200
fuel tanks,
plus
often
range.
called drop tanks. Now, each of these drop tanks carries about 4,000 pounds of additional fuel, giving the Raptor a new combat radius of about 980 miles. But these drop tanks are not particularly stealthy, and even when they're dropped, they still leave a bit of a pylon behind, compromising some degree of the F-22 stealth. And that's where the low-drag tank and pylon program comes in. These new stealthy drop tanks will give the F-22 the same added range without compromising the Raptor's stealth. And when they drop off the wing, they'll drop off clean, leaving no pylon behind to compromise the Raptor's stealth, even once the fuel tanks are gone.
Basically, stealth tech on the drop tanks. So, like, you have 2 tanks, because the original range is 1200, right? If you have 2 more fuel tanks, you can just triple the range of the aircraft with its jet fuel. Essentially has its own fuselage. Now it has 2 more fuselages, so essentially it has 3 fuel tanks. So then you could just triple the range of the aircraft if it has stealth fuel tanks. So then you're going, instead of 1200, you're going 3,600 miles in terms of mission capacity. So, alright, cool. Is that it? Alright, cool. That didn't take too long. Nice. Alright, back to the game. Oh, let me just...
At 2:30 p.m. on the same day, according to a delivery driver who arrived at the scene, the surrounding area cordoned off. On the evening of the 15th, a staff member responsible for the escalator maintenance department of the Beijing Metro explained that the escalator at the Military Museum station was obstructed by a foreign object, causing a malfunction. While some parts were damaged, it did not collapse. The incident is currently under investigation. As previously reported, on the evening of December 14th, 2 carriages of a train on the Chongping line of the Beijing Metro...
Super sad news. One train had like emergency stop, and another train like didn't get the warning, and then by the time they got the warning, it was too late, and then it tried to engage, but there was too much like ice and snow, and then it 2 trains kind of collided. It was like 500 plus injured or something like that, or 515 plus people
Metro
injured.
unexpectedly separated, leading to the hospitalization of at least 515 people, with 102 sustaining fractures afterward.
Devastating.
This is Mosey, a simple, beautiful tea infuser designed to change where you brew and drink loose-leaf tea. Brewing your own loose-leaf tea at the office, school, or on your commute isn't exactly easy. It takes time, precision, effort, and requires enough tools to fill an entire kitchen drawer. With Mosey, you'll now be able to brew and drink the perfect cup of tea anywhere. Here's how it works. Simply fill the sieve with your favorite tea and secure to the lid. Next, add hot water, attach the lid, and flip upside down for the appropriate steeping time. Finally, flip it right side up and enjoy. Our drinking spout is inspired by ancient Chinese teacups. An homage to their tradition, we've created a multi-sensory design that encourages chemosensation. This means that you can both smell and taste your tea at the same time. By getting the complex aromas from your tea.
Can't we always smell and taste the tea at the same time? Don't understand that, but I like the design.
As you're drinking it, you experience the tea's purest flavors with every sip. The sieve is made of flexible, food-grade silicone that allows you to flip it inside out for quick and easy cleaning. With its convenient flip top, you'll never have to drop everything you're doing just to take a sip. And with the added loop handle, it's easy to carry or clip for added portability.
Nice.
Mosey is double
Well
walled,
played.
so it's never too hot to carry, keeps the outside condensation free,
Yep.
and
Double
most
insulation.
importantly, it keeps your tea hot or cold for hours on end. The body is made of Triton, a material carefully chosen because of its clarity, durability, style, and safety. It has the look and feel of glass, can handle extreme temperatures, is dishwasher safe, shatter resistant, and free of all bisphenols like BPA. We've also added slip-free silicone grips to the top and bottom for extra sturdiness.
Nice. Well played.
Crafted with the highest quality and safety in mind, and purposely designed around your day, Mosey changes how and where you brew loose leaf tea. For over 2 years, we've been working with experts in industrial design, product engineering, supply chain, and manufacturing. And now, we need your help. Today, we have finalized our design, have prototypes in hand, and are ready to begin production with our manufacturer. Help us bring this project to life by sharing with your friends and family, and back us today.
It's a good design. Well played. Well played.
World Bank expects China's economy to slow significantly in 2024. The World Bank, WB, forecasts a slowdown in China's economy, projecting a growth rate drop from 5.2% this year to 4.5% in the coming year, citing a fragile economic recovery. Challenges in the real estate sector, coupled with global demand constraints, high debt levels, and wavering consumer confidence, contribute to the slowing growth. China's strict COVID-19 restrictions have particularly impacted manufacturing and transportation industries, prompting increased supervision in technology and tutoring sectors, leading to job reductions. The sluggish housing market has caused financial tightening among Chinese citizens. The WB report pointed out that most of the jobs created during China's economic recovery are low-skilled jobs in the service industry with low wages. In addition, the fragile social safety net and the rapid aging of the population have increased the burden of supporting the elderly on the younger generation, which has also made Chinese people more cautious in their consumption attitudes. The report added that a prolonged downturn in the real estate sector will have broader impacts and will further squeeze already stretched local government finances. China's real estate investment has fallen by 18% in the past 2 years, and the authorities urgently need to take more measures to solve the huge debt owed by real estate developers. WB pointed out that China's new home sales fell by 5% year-on-year from January to October, while the new home construction rate fell by more than 25%. The slowdown has been most severe in cities below the second tier, yet these cities account for about 80% of the country's real estate. While manufacturing investment has temporarily offset weaknesses, especially in areas such as electric vehicles, batteries, chips, and other renewable energy technologies, WB emphasizes the need for a recovery in consumer spending, crucial for sustained growth. The report suggests that despite sufficient infrastructure, overcapacity issues in manufacturing, such as cement and steel, limit the effectiveness of increased construction industry investment in stimulating the economy. Latest update, CCP accelerates iPhone ban implementation. An increasing number of Chinese Communist Party institutions and government-supported companies across the nation are instructing employees to refrain from bringing iPhones and other foreign devices to the workplace. This unprecedented ban, initiated by the CCP, poses a potential challenge for both Apple and Samsung in the Chinese market. In more detail, according to sources who spoke to Bloomberg, a considerable number of state-owned enterprises and government departments in at least 8 provinces, including coastal regions, ranging from Zhejiang, Guangdong, Jiangsu, and Anhui to Shaanxi, Shandong, Liaoning, and Hebei, have directed employees to shift to local brands in the past 1 to 2 months. This marks a notable escalation compared to the September ban when a few institutions in Beijing and Tianjin began mandating employees to leave foreign devices at home. The sources requested anonymity due to the classified nature of the directives. Following Bloomberg's report on the expanded CCP ban, Apple's stock price experienced a drop to an intraday low on Friday, falling just below 1% to $197.57 at the New York close, with further decline in after-hours trading. Earlier in the week, Apple's stock had reached a historic high. The number of CCP government institutions issuing these directives and the extent of their scope remain unclear at present. Overall, the ban presents a significant challenge for both Samsung and Apple. During a White House press briefing on September 13th, a reporter inquired about Beijing authorities claiming security threats with iPhones. White House National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby expressed concern, characterizing it as part of a pattern of China's aggressive and inappropriate retaliatory behavior towards American companies. Kirby urged China to be more transparent about their actions, emphasizing that the U.S. is closely monitoring the situation. At 2023's close, the U.S. unleashes heavy blows. Experts predict imminent collapse of the CCP. Amidst the closing days of 2023, a string of alarming global developments unfolded within a 10-day span, prompting heightened concern within the Chinese Communist Party. In response, the United States delivered a series of substantial blows, marking a fundamental shift in its stance toward the CCP. Indicators suggest that the CCP regime is presently undergoing a collapse. The strongest anti-communist report, a fundamental change in U.S. attitude. In a departure from CCP leader Xi Jinping's efforts to strengthen ties with Western nations, the U.S. government and Congress, in late 2023, dealt a series of decisive blows. On December 12, the U.S. House of Representatives presented a robust 52-page strategic report to the CCP committee, representing the most potent anti-communist stance from the U.S. Congress to date. The report, featuring 150 detailed recommendations, proposes measures such as revoking most favored nation status for China, increased restrictions on Chinese overseas investment, and mandatory disclosure of significant risks related to China for large U.S.-listed companies. Lawyer Liang Xiaohua stressed that this report symbolizes a 180-degree turn in the U.S. government's attitude toward the CCP. Economic scholar Li Hengqing, based in the United States, noted that the U.S. has ceased trusting the CCP after perceiving significant losses in past collaborations. The U.S. is actively redefining its relationship with China, emphasizing political security, economic security, and human rights. U.S. Commerce Secretary takes a strong stance, labeling the CCP as the greatest threat. Beyond the congressional report, U.S. Commerce Secretary Raimondo publicly declared on December 2nd that the CCP is the greatest threat in U.S. history. This statement, coming from a typically reserved official, signals a unanimous conclusion within the U.S. government that the CCP has become an enemy, not just a competitor. With bipartisan support, the White House is actively working to impede technology and investment flow into the CCP's chip industry. The U.S. government has consistently adjusted and tightened restrictions on chip exports and manufacturing equipment to China since October 2022.
We already know that.
The U.S. has also
all
added
news
dozens
from
of Chinese companies to the entity list, many linked to the CCP's military. Li Hengqing noted that through legislative means, the U.S. is gradually closing loopholes, representing a long-term change in established strategic policy. U.S. takes decisive action again on the Hong Kong issue. On November 29th, the U.S. House Foreign Affairs Committee passed the Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office Authorization Act, allowing authorities to revoke privileges if Hong Kong loses autonomy. It also prohibits federal agencies from promotional cooperation with Hong Kong. This move drew CCP ire, with both the Hong Kong government and the CCP's diplomatic mission denouncing it. Hong Kong's pivotal role in the Chinese economy is threatened, especially with its special tariff status being crucial for many Chinese companies. Lawyer Liang Xiaohua emphasized the jeopardy to Hong Kong's status as a re-export trade center and Asia's financial hub. Italy withdraws from Belt and Road Initiative. Expert anticipates global ripple effect. On December 6, the Italian government formally notified Chinese authorities of its decision to exit the CCP-initiated Belt and Road Initiative. Italy, having joined in 2019 as the sole G7 country participating, is withdrawing due to unmet expectations. Li Hengqin predicts a chain reaction, stating that Italy's withdrawal may lead to the withering of the Belt and Road Initiative if developed Western nations abstain. He emphasized that the CCP's extensive investment in the initiative may not yield proportional returns. Argentina rejects joining BRICS nations. CCP loses an ally. The CCP-led BRICS nations faced resistance as Argentina signaled its refusal to join. On November 30th, Argentina's President-elect Milei's team confirmed the country's decision not to join the BRICS nations and to withdraw from all Belt and Road Initiative-related activities. Li Hengqin highlighted Argentina's significance as a major South American nation, equating its refusal to join as the CCP losing a strategic ally. He observed a similar balanced approach in Brazil, another South American country, which is adopting a strategic stance between the CCP and the Western world, a situation the CCP strongly opposes. Bad news accumulates. Expert predicts CCP in the midst of collapse. Approaching the end of 2023, a barrage of unfavorable news has emerged, shaking the foundations of Zongnanhai in just 2 weeks. Li Hengqin emphasized that it's not a situation where a storm is on the horizon, it's already a raging storm, and the subsequent gusts are intensifying. Social conflicts are accumulating, and the explosive energy is growing. Eruptions are already happening continuously, and the process of acceleration is ongoing. So, considering the multitude of events and incidents in December, we can expect even more in the future. He observed that signs of collapse have been evident since last year, exemplified by the depletion of government finances. With the government lacking funds, public transportation has halted in many places. Given the current circumstances, it has reached this point. How can one imagine that it won't collapse? It's already in the process of collapsing. Just watch and see. The world will undoubtedly undergo a profound transformation. Lawyer Liang Xiaohua added, examining history, in the final years of any Chinese dynasty, there was always turmoil, and a series of bad news kept surfacing. Now, these adverse developments are accumulating, indicating that the CCP has indeed entered the final years of a dynasty, with no hope for the future. In 2024, it will undoubtedly be a more hopeless year. Crucially, within the ruling class, encompassing bureaucrats, interest groups, and even the princelings, discontent with the CCP and Xi Jinping's rule is steadily growing. Despite the harsh and cruel domestic situation, people's dissatisfaction is becoming more radical. Xi Jinping's so-called authority is gradually diminishing, and his contempt for him increases. Internal coups, including mass movements, are likely to transpire. Don't forget to leave a comment in the section below to share your opinions on today's topic with us. Make sure to like and subscribe to see more interesting topics from China Truths.
Or is it dictator? Cool. Huh? The heck are they wearing? Oh, this is good.
Japan stepping up security ties with Southeast Asia to counter Beijing's aggression. The Japanese Prime Minister said Sunday he would work with leaders in the region to promote peace and stability.
Japan will tackle the issues together with Asia, which is the linchpin of a free and open Indo-Pacific.
ASEAN is an international body that includes major countries in the region, such as the Philippines, Indonesia, Singapore, and Malaysia. Most of them have territorial disputes with China. Beijing has already been ramping up provocation there, preventing Filipino vessels from delivering supplies to a disputed island. Japan and Malaysia struck a deal. Under it, Japan would provide a nearly $3 million grant to boost Malaysia's maritime security. Japan also promised Indonesia a grant of up to $63 million. The money aims to give Indonesia's maritime security capability a shot in the arm. Japan stepping up security ties with Southeast Asia to counter Beijing's
I'll take the meme. I'll take the meme. Because Steph Curry's trying to carry the team.
I come from the streets, and nobody's gonna tell me what the streets is like. Nobody. You understand?
That's a great speech. I just wish that I believed it. You want to give it a shot?
Sure, how'd it go? Man, this. I'm as real as it gets.
Yes.
These streets is for real. I'm up in there, man.
You are.
From the earth, from these streets.
From the earth.
Something to that effect.
No, but I'm so with you. I'm with you when you say that, even when you're saying the wrong words. I just wish you could do that.
What? Oh, goodness.
Okay, that hurts, but I don't feel that it comes from the right emotional place for the character. All right, here, give it a shot. Give me watch.
Oh, that's great. I feel that in here and in here. It's very gracious. In my heart. Try that again. I come from the streets, and nobody's gonna tell me what the streets is like. Nobody. You understand?
That's a.
Kev, you dress like a perverted youth pastor.
Did y'all hear Nick got a new song coming out? Don't worry, nobody else did either.
Y'all know Kev is part of that Hollywood secret society, right? The Little Minati.
Let him cook. I won't let him cook. He just has a drink that comes with that. A milkshakey. Okay?
I'll take that. At this point, I'm gonna say what everybody else is thinking after all the babies. Nick's is trash.
Oh man.
Did y'all hear Nick got a new song coming out? Don't worry, nobody else did either.
Oh man. Oh man. These guys.
Using your potion.
Bro, goddamn.
Kev, you dress like a perverted youth
pastor. Oh man.
Did y'all hear Nick got a new song coming out?
That's
Don't worry, nobody else did either.
I got
Kev is part of that Hollywood secret society, right?
That's pretty funny.
The Little Minati.
So, friends, there are growing
That's pretty funny.
indications that the courts are rising to the challenge, determined not to let Donald Trump run out the clock so he can become a, quote, dictator on day one, as he promised. Let's talk about that, because justice matters.
Wait, did I?
Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So friends, Donald Trump is forever trying to run out the clock on being held accountable for his crimes. He is forever trying to weaponize the delay in the criminal justice system for his own nefarious purposes. Well now, there are several indications that the courts are done letting Donald Trump get away with these dirty little games he's been playing. Let's start with the new reporting. This from Newsweek. Headline, Supreme Court could take away Donald Trump's favorite strategy. And that article begins, the U.S. Supreme Court could deal a blow to former President Donald Trump's favorite legal strategy. The High Court quickly agreed last week to hear Special Counsel Jack Smith's petition asking the justices to weigh in on Trump's immunity claim prior to the issue appearing before the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals. The justices have already indicated they plan to decide quickly on whether or not to hear the case, ordering Trump to respond by December 20th. The speed with which the court has proceeded on the matter suggests that Trump's favorite legal strategy, delay, 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 may no longer work in his federal election interference case anymore. Smith has already been highly critical of the tactic in both of Trump's federal criminal cases, imploring judges in court filings not to be manipulated by those efforts and telling them that the former president is trying to delay trial at any cost. But here is actually the breaking news. The D.C. Court of Appeals agreed Monday to set arguments on Trump's immunity appeal for January 9. Friends, the reason that's important is January 9 is just 1 week after all of the legal briefs must be filed in the case. The appellate court set all briefs due on January 2nd. Put a pin in that. The D.C. Court of Appeals agreed Monday to set arguments on Trump's immunity appeal for January 9, deciding to schedule the hearings on the former president's motion to dismiss the federal election interference case before a final action from the Supreme Court. So, friends,
I'll put
here's
this
why
in
I
sports
said
one.
put a pin
Sports
in
minute.
that date, January 9. You know, when I was a federal prosecutor, I argued criminal appeals before that very same court.
Oh wait,
the
wrong.
Federal Circuit Court of
Oh,
Appeals.
more of
And I
a
can tell
roast.
you from firsthand
Oh, bro,
experience
that's wrong.
that
That's wrong.
after
Ah,
all of the briefs were submitted, we would sometimes wait months and months for the court to schedule an oral argument. Appeals ordinarily do not work their way through the system quickly. However, ordering Trump to respond by December 20th. The speed with which the court has proceeded on the matter suggests strategy. In that article, with the new reporting, this from Newsweek.
I'm doing too much.
Headline, Supreme Court could take away Donald Trump's favorite strategy. And that article begins, the U.S. Supreme Court could deal a blow to former President Donald Trump's favorite legal strategy. The High Court quickly agreed last week to hear Special Counsel Jack Smith's petition asking the justices to weigh in on Trump's immunity claim prior to the issue appearing before the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals. The justices have already indicated they plan to decide quickly on whether or not to hear the case, ordering Trump to respond by December 20th. The speed with which the court has proceeded on the matter suggests that Trump's favorite legal strategy, delay, 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 may no longer work in his federal election interference case anymore. Smith has already been highly critical of the tactic in both of Trump's federal criminal cases, imploring judges in court filings not to be manipulated by those efforts and telling them that the former president is trying to delay trial at any cost. But here is actually the breaking news. The D.C. Court of Appeals agreed Monday to set arguments on Trump's immunity appeal for January 9. And friends, the reason that's important is January 9 is just 1 week after all of the legal briefs must be filed in the case. The appellate court set all briefs due on January 2nd. Put a pin in that.
What's going on?
The D.C. Court of Appeals agreed Monday to set arguments on Trump's immunity appeal for January 9, deciding to schedule the hearings on the former president's motion to dismiss the federal election interference case before a final action from the Supreme Court. So, friends, here's why I said put a pin in that date, January 9. You know, when I was a federal prosecutor, I argued criminal appeals before that very same court, the D.C. Federal Circuit Court of Appeals. And I can tell you from firsthand experience that after all of the briefs were submitted, we would sometimes wait months and months for the court to schedule an oral argument. Appeals ordinarily do not work their way through the system quickly. However, in this case, Donald Trump's criminal prosecution for trying to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election, the case in which the presiding judge, Judge Tanya Chutkan, ruled that presidents are not kings, Donald Trump does not have immunity against being prosecuted for the crimes he committed while in office, democracy-busting crimes, and that was appealed. In this case, the appellate court first ordered all of the briefs to be submitted at light speed. Within, I think, a couple of weeks, all of the briefs from both the prosecutors and Donald Trump's criminal defense attorneys are due on January 2nd, and just 1 week later, on January 9, there will be an oral argument conducted on Donald Trump's appeal of Judge Chutkan's ruling, saying that Trump ain't a king and he can be prosecuted. Friends, that is light speed for federal appellate courts. So yes, the appellate courts are now signaling that they will no longer indulge Donald Trump's crooked little game of delay, delay, delay. And that's a good thing, because getting Donald Trump's case tried and resolved well in advance of the November 2024 presidential election, such that if he's the Republican nominee, the voters will go to the polls in November knowing whether they're casting their vote for a convicted and likely imprisoned felon or a completely innocent man, fully exonerated by a jury, found not guilty on all charges. Like justice matters.
Thank you, friend. What's this?
Enjoy our free, fresh, hot breakfast any way you like.
So, this is your first time in New York?
Should we be asking each other that? Have you ever killed anyone?
No, not really.
Really?
No.
Where do I begin to tell the story of how great love can be?
You're married.
The sweet love story that is older than the sea.
I should be clear, I'm not in this for the romance.
About the love he brings to me.
What is it that you two do?
We're computer software engineers.
between the two of you.
I'm scared.
Who could be lonely? I reach for his hand. It's always there.
What do you think happens if we fail?
Our marriage?
Our mission.
And he'll be there.
It should be fun. I like the ensemble. Also, like, people enjoy it because it's the whole Mr. Smith 2024, but just the what's it called? Yeah, there's the old Mr. Smith movie, came out years ago. Angela and Brad Pitt, but if they're doing a series, that's for more exposition, expose, all the character development, but then also just the whole. I think Spike's Family. When you see the anime, you see like the quirky, funny moments of trying to make it work in a sense. It's pretty funny. Hey, my own thing popped up. It's kind of funny. What is it? It should be fun. But I was just about to save something. I was trying to. Did I post this? Oh, I already posted this. I need to delete this. Take this.
The United Nations Security Council is holding an open session on the war on Gaza. They're expected to vote on a resolution calling for a suspension of hostilities later on Tuesday. Meanwhile, the Special Coordinator for the Middle East peace process has given an update to the Security Council ahead of that vote. He says he is alarmed by growing violence against Palestinians in Gaza and the occupied West Bank.
I remain greatly concerned by the impact of the ongoing hostilities on the humanitarian situation in Gaza. The current conditions are making it impossible for meaningful humanitarian operations to be conducted. I'm also deeply concerned by escalating tensions in the occupied West Bank, including East Jerusalem. Intensified armed exchanges between Palestinians and Israeli security forces, predominantly in the context of Israeli operations, have led to exceedingly high levels of fatalities and arrests. I reiterate that security forces must exercise maximum restraints and use lethal force only when it's strictly unavoidable to protect life.
Let's bring in our correspondent Gabriel Elizondo. He's joining us live from the UN headquarters in New York, and there is some hope for this vote, isn't there, Gabe, which is due in the coming hours?
That's right. There is some hope that this could possibly be a resolution that is accepted by everybody on the council, and that it could perhaps alleviate some of the suffering in Gaza and get more humanitarian aid in. That's sort of the big picture here. But this vote has been delayed. It's a little after 1 p.m. here local time in New York, about 1:20 to be exact. We thought this vote was going to happen at 10 a.m. Then we heard that it was delayed to 11, then 12:30. Now we're hearing it could be as late as 4 p.m. local time or even 5 p.m. Why? The reason is, and the answer is, because there are still negotiations taking place behind closed doors at this very hour, according to sources that Al Jazeera has been speaking to, because this is such a critical resolution and the wording in it is so sensitive. Particularly, number one is this is a humanitarian resolution. That is the focus of it by the UAE, that was the main drafter who wrote up this draft resolution and are the main sponsors of it. But there's issues about how to stop the bombardment, if you will. And the first draft said that it called for an urgent and sustainable cessation of hostilities to allow for humanitarian aid. That's something that the U.S. probably would not go for, so they've changed the wording to the urgent suspension of hostilities to allow for unhindered humanitarian access and for urgent steps towards a sustainable cessation of hostilities. Keywords there, essentially, the U.S. would not vote for anything, we believe, that would stop permanently Israel's ability to conduct their military operations in Gaza. And so that is why the UAE and others on the council are trying to find some wording that would be a suspension of hostilities to get the U.S. on board.
All right, Gabe, so a lot riding on the wording of this resolution. What else is significant in it?
Yeah, there's a lot. It's a pretty hefty resolution there. There's a lot in it. And a couple other things to point out is, number one, is the council is saying that if this is voted on, it goes forward and passes, they want a UN-led monitoring mechanism in terms of the aid. Again, this is a resolution really focused on ramping up or scaling up the aid, either by land, sea, or air into Gaza. They want a monitoring mechanism of some sort to see how that aid is getting in, facilitate that aid getting in, and then monitor its dispersal in Gaza, presumably to make it go faster. And the other issue as well is also in here, they say that this resolution says that they want to have a unified Gaza with the West Bank under the authority of the Palestinian Authority after this conflict is over. That's very interesting part of this resolution as well. Left unsaid is that with Hamas, part of Hamas, are they assuming that Hamas will no longer be part of the equation after this conflict is over? I don't know, but clearly they put that in the resolution that after the conflict is over, they expect the West Bank and Gaza to be unified under Palestinian Authority control.
All right, Gabe, thank you very much. Gabriel Elizondo with the latest live at the UN in New York.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
This is the best part that happens on a dairy farm, and this is the birth of a newborn calf.
The United Nations Security Council is expected to reconvene today to vote on whether to call for a halt to the fighting in Gaza. Now, the vote was delayed by a day amid ongoing negotiations.
I still find it weird that the Singapore government broadcast wants to use the British accent. Kind of. But I understand the gist of it. They need to reconvene to vote on a ceasefire for Gaza, trying to stop eliminating the violence. It is a sense to vote to delay negotiation to avoid the U.S. veto, just because the U.S. is fucking up.
I mean, the studio is our international affairs commentator, Doug Herbert. Interesting, isn't it, Doug? The use
France
of the
24 is a French government
word
broadcast, but at least
suspension
then
in that proposed resolution, which is what Jessica was just saying.
Absolutely, and that, it's interesting because UN resolutions, it's easy to belittle them, right? You say that, yes, they're legally binding, but in many cases, countries end up just snubbing their noses at them, ignoring them altogether. But they are about massaging language, and the language does matter, as you point out. Now, as Jessica was reporting there, that original language, which essentially amounted to, was akin to a call for a ceasefire. And we know because Israel has time and again insisted it will not accept a ceasefire. And on the other hand, you have the U.S., Israel's closest ally on the international stage, saying, look, we're always trying. This was the State Department the other day. We are always trying to arrive at language that we can agree with. So they're trying to bridge that divide. And if language can do it, so much the better, because there's a real sense right now, perhaps in both sides. We might not hear it directly from Benjamin Netanyahu, but we're getting signals from perhaps within the military leadership, but also on the other side, even from Hamas, that we're not at the enough is enough point, but that perhaps, and I have to underline perhaps, they would welcome if there were some way they were given an exit ramp in the form perhaps of this UN Security Council resolution. And that wording, suspension, avoiding the use of the word ceasefire, might be exactly the type of language, say after the holidays, when people are coming back And the pressure is mounting both in Israel and also in Washington, where Biden has said in the past few days that Israel is at risk of losing the support of the international community if it continues.
Side note, because France must be dumb as fuck or too slow 5 hours ago. Israel already lost the support. They received resounding condemnation for like 141 countries hate Israel. They're already calling out the genocide that they're committing, already calling out the war crimes they're committing, already calling out the crimes against humanity they've committed. So France 24's government, French news organizations are already either fucking stupid or they're 5 hours behind their head up their ass because I don't know where the fuck they've been for months, but the whole world hates Israel, protesting against Israel, protesting to free Palestinians, free Gaza, from this apartheid, racist, full-on hate state that Israel has. So, yeah. I don't know why this French newscaster was like, Israel. Was it Israel might lose support from the world? No, Israel's already resoundingly lost support from the world and from the vast majority of humanity. So, yeah. Get with the times, man. Guys, check out the tier list. I always appreciate
in-person primary care.
I always appreciate Skill Cap Challenger. They're 2 ads. I'm like, okay, all right, sure.
The assumption that 13.24 was the final patch of the season, but Riot decided to throw a curveball and issue patch 13.24b, which actually has some big meta-shifting implications. You could even argue that 13.24b is more impactful than 13.24, as we are seeing nerfs to heavy hitters like Syndra, Orianna, and Sylas, who have been regulars in our mid lane OP tier for a while. We've got more Hwei buffs as well, so Riot's slowly but surely trying to get the champion out of that 30% win rate zone. So with the help of our challenger players and analyzing the most recent data, let's get you guys set up with what should be our final tier list update for Season 13. But before we get into it, be sure to check out Skill Capped if you want to truly get better at League of Legends. We're the only service that offers a money-back guarantee if you don't climb at least 5 divisions while actively using our service. We do this because our service really does work, and if it doesn't work for you, you shouldn't pay. Learn more at the end of this video or click the link in the description below. One change that affects top lane for 13.24b is the nerf to Yone. Yone has been one of the most played top laners in recent patches and can be a very frustrating champion to play against, so Riot's decided to crack down. W shield strength has been reduced by a significant amount, going from 60 scaling to 80 to 40 scaling to 90. This forces us to shift Yone down into the top lane B tier as a champion that you should only be playing.
Why is this? Oh, I have too many tabs open. That's my fault. My bad. Close this, close this, close this, close this, close this, actually this, close this, close this, close this, close this. I technically don't need these pages open. Close, 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 close. Close, 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 close. Delete this, this.
thing
sure.
if you're
Sorry.
extremely proficient on the pick. If you want that duelist top laner who runs Hullbreaker, there are so many easy...
You want Fortnite skins.
Oh my goodness, back-to-back double ads. Dude, YouTube.
Assumption that 13.24 was the final...
YouTube.
will continue to feature Malphite, Nasus, and Trundle. Malphite is the all-around...
Just go, just give me 720p.
best solo queue tank that you can play for solo queue right now, as he's extremely easy to pick up, yet very...
Oh, top 10 is, yeah, Malphite, Nasus, Trundle. This is just their projections in terms
is the
of
all-around best solo queue tank that you can play for solo queue right now, as he's extremely easy to pick up, yet very effective.
I default people back.
Trundle, of course, has seen a big spike in...
I default people back to playing Malphite as the top lane.
He's a phenomenal low elo pick right now. Falls off a bit for diamond and above, but the majority of the player base, if you can farm your Q stacks and play off a level 6 spike, that simple game plan goes a long way in ensuring you always make it consistent. Top lane bans that are highest priority in this matchup are Jax, Trundle, and Malphite. Trundle, Nasus, and Garen are 3 top laners who you can highly recommend in the lower ranks. The lone jungler buff for 13.24 Q monster percent health cap has been increased from 100 scaling to 200 to 150 scaling to 210. W active cooldown drops by 20 seconds at all ranks. W bonus movement speed is the same at rank 1, but is increased more significantly with each level you put in the spell, going up by 10% at max rank. Warwick has been completely absent from the solo queue meta for a long time now, and despite these buffs, we don't really see that changing. A fringe A tier pick is the furthest we see these buffs taking Warwick, but for now, he'll remain in the jungle B tier. So the jungle tier list won't be seeing any movement for...
I'll pause this. Quick break. Oh, Reagan's streaming. We'll see what she's doing. NXI streaming. See what he's doing. General Sniper streaming. See what he's doing. Sure. Akali. I didn't know Sola plays Akali. So fundamentals of the league. Oh, well, I turned in late, but I don't know about 3 assassins. though. Hold up. Even though I turned in late, Echo, Briar, Akali, 3 assassins on a team. I don't know. I just. Unless he's going fighter build. So if he's taking Akali and turning into a fighter and not an assassin, maybe. Echo can still go to assassin. It's assassin versus assassin. Briar, I didn't see the jungle matchup, but I'll determine. Assassin top? Okay. So you can still go assassin build because it's just a knife fight. It's just a knife fight if it's an assassin top laner versus assassin top laner. But ideally, you could still go fighter build to try to nullify and mitigate the enemy assassin damage, especially for the Akali. It's probably gonna. I don't think Akali goes hybrid. No, wait, no. Akali can go hybrid. Ahri can't go hybrid. Ahri is just a pure AP, a poke range assassin. Well, in all, builds for Akali, she is the melee assassin, but you can turn into a fighter. But he went fleet. I don't know about fleet in that position. I need to look at a little more data. Let's go champions. Let's go top lane. I'm gonna try to see if there's any top lane Akali builds, just in general. Oh, there is. She doesn't sit there. It's been 43,000 games. So with 43,646 games of Akali in the top lane globally, he's at a 49.5% win rate. Yeah, you can go electrocutes. That's what I thought. So there is a successful build path. But Akali top lane, probably more so a counter, because she loses half the matchups. She loses like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So she loses 24 matchups versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So Akali top lane can beat 18. She has 18 positive matchups where she's beating traditional top laners, but then she's also just losing more matchups as a top lane. Makes it extremely difficult. But there is a window of opportunity where there was 4,747 game at a 52% win rate, but it's the electrocute builds. That's what I mean. Like you could still go assassin, AP, Akali top lane, and there is it can work, but it's off the electrocute tree into a Hextech Rocket Bell. And people have tried the fighter build, but it's a 50% win rate at 18,000 games. And they did the same thing again. There's about 7,000 games as a mobility top lane Akali, but it was also at 50%. So there is this window where she can work, but you have to play within this window of her being a normal assassin. Really, the fighting build probably could work. And the reason we say that is that assassins are already a little too squishy, right? The Slayer style as the champion is a little too squishy. So the fighter was to try to mitigate that damage, try to sustain to the fights. But if they do what her kid's supposed to be, so as the assassin, you're a burst champion. Fighters and assassins sit in the burst category, and so you're seeing burst gap close build with the AP, full AP assassin. And the preferred summoning spell is actually TP Ignite because she already has a high degree of mobility from her E and from her W. Now Akali as a mid laner also works extremely well right now. She has a 53% win rate globally if she goes Electrocute, Rocket Bell in the mid lane at 25,000 games globally from just high elo players because you disregard everyone that's kind of gold and below. Pretty much just plat and above and diamond and above, the stats are taking from that pool, 25,000 or higher elo players. But now it changed, so I'd say emerald and above, plat's kind of below emerald. So now it's just plat and below you disregard, and then emerald and above the data. And so yeah. Oh, I should screen share what I'm staring at so people understand what I'm staring at. Let's make this much easier for people to understand. And so it's not about the lane, it's about the game. It's not about the lane, it's not about the lane, it's about the game. And so Akali top lane, she has some positives against traditional top laners, but against other traditional top laners she just loses too much. So it's just a little too hard. But you can go burst 4,700 games globally, plat plus globally. So you're taking a really nice pool of data and it works. But the other fighter builds that I was thinking of kind of just even, so it's more of a skill thing and matchups. But then mid lane, 53% win rate, plat and above globally, world, 25,000 games, she works because that's what she's doing what she's designed to do. Sassy mid lane, burst damage, rocket belt, the boots, shadow flame. That's nice because she needs the AP health to really sit in those fights. This whole fleet thing, you're crippling yourself. Like I think people are trying to experiment because they think Akali is moving around a lot, so let's do this thing. But she doesn't need the it's like the heal from fleet or something like that, like the energized attacks. Like she doesn't need that. She just needs more damage to maximize her rotation with her attack. When you're weaving in your auto attacks and your spells, she just wants to capitalize on three abilities. Three abilities, getting out. She's going in, she's going 3-hit combo, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's getting in, her skill shots or abilities, and she's trying to get out. She should be weaving in, just boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3, get out. And then you're trying to reflank with 1, 2, 3, and then get out. Try to tactically reposition your character, and then you're trying to get back into like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then tactically reposition and get out. And really, assassins in general, you're the closure. You should end fights. You don't start fights. Maybe someone thought maybe the fighting build they want to sustain through the fight. Sure, but really, I bet if I go to athletics and I look up Akali. Let's see what Assault's doing. He has to kill, doing his thing. Good ward. Echo needs to ward River. Echo just needs to ward Pixel Hero, or Baron Pixel Bush, Dragon Pixel Bush, or needs to ward either deep here or here. So you ward here, these Pixel Bushes for safety. You ward here, here, and here to have a 4-point vector. You know, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I mean, Akali with their E should basically... Is he taking it? No. I think he could have took it. The reason he could have took it is because she already used her charm. He could have probably re-engaged and hit her harder. But he's going to wrap around to the alcove. Oh, he's going... Oh, did she ward? That was really weird. Like, Ahri, like, walked into this bush for some reason. I was like, what is she trying to do? Maybe she warded. Maybe if she walked this way, she might have warded. Ahri's hovering. Yeah, see, like, but even then, Ahri should never be able to land her charm because... Oh, she did ward, yeah. Yeah, Ahri should never be able to land her charm because of the Akali E. It's just... will always give you the ability to, like, disengage from a really kind of cool... 30 degree or 45 degree angle away from your opponent. Remember, you can also E the ground and then like kind of jump towards the opponent too. So you can use your E to tactically reposition to and then engage and then disengage, which is really nice too. Like you don't have to do that. You can also E because you can also E kind of back, right, to throw your champion forward. And then you have like a positioning on the ground to always then escape out, which is pretty nasty. And she's an energy champion, so she just has this nice kind of kit where her movement and damage, and she's weaving it in, allows her to just always much more efficient than Ahri. Like, see, Ahri has to like get out. Ahri doesn't have energy; she has mana. She just can't. And really, if you see these kind of cooldowns, right? Like this is a big cooldown, somewhat cooldown. You might have to get in the E. Nice. But it's an even fight. And really it's just more of a CDR. Like W has a long cooldown, right? Even E has a cooldown. So really more AP movement or AP CDR would probably benefit Akali more to enhance her kit. But I just think the average Akali player and people in general aren't really thinking about that. Most assassins also have incredibly strong abilities and with like long cooldowns. Yeah, 20-second cooldown. If there's any way to reduce that, that'd be nice. Her E cooldown is 16. I think there probably is an opportunity to get the E down lower. And the Q 5-point strike, see, it really is 1.5 seconds, right? And all it's doing is you're like reducing the energy cost to increase the DPS. But the slow is permanent, so the slow is always 0.5%. 65-60, yeah, Akali's the hybrid damage, 65-60. And people aren't really even building the hybrid damage onto her, which they should. They're just not. Like, really, you should go like Ability Haze. Ability Haze, probably depend on your matchup. So since he's battling AP, like Ability Haze, Magic Health. And then overall for the matchup, depending on what the enemy team selection is, if they're 3 AP or 280, then you can adjust your resistances based on your opponent, so you take less damage. So 80, AP. I have to see the rest of the team. 80. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I already see 380 champions. So yeah, you could easily just go. Just Ability Haze, Magic Resist Armor, or just go Ability Haze, Magic Resist Health. Yeah, you want the Rocket Belt, but you could still go hybrid and really change it out. People aren't thinking about it. She's strong against the top lane. Yeah, she could fight. Yeah, she could take out Jace. Also Yoda. Her movement hybrid damage really, pokes down the these kind of slower tanks. She can engage, kind of poke them down, engage. Mid lane. Oh yeah, Hawaii doesn't stand a chance. The Battle Nation doesn't stand a chance against a melee assassin like her with high mobility. She beats out. Nice. The ideal rune. Just a 51.96% win rate. You have 10,000 games. That's why you can also run this. The TP Ignite. Amen. 100,000 games. Is people kind of defaulting? I appreciate this too. Exhaust TP. Just good utility. Off the bat, maybe even Dark Seal refillable. Almost has 10,000 games, 52.4% win rate. Even this is like viable too. Like it's like the secret sauce. You see stuff like this, 10,000 games, boom, boom, boom. From the Emerald Plus, like I said. So when you start looking at the stats, ignore Plat and below, and go Emerald Plus. World globally, it gives you a much more concurrent kind of data set to use from. And so then you have 50.4% win rate with this build. It's the highest win rate build for 68,000 games. Emerald Plus, globally, just better set of data. Oh my goodness, I'm not even showing the right freaking thing. So Akali, mid lane, Emerald Plus, ignore Plat and below. Emerald Plus, globally, stat, 68,000 games. We're just going Electrocute into Resolve secondary. Was 50%, now it's down to 51%, so yeah. This is here just kind of shows you where the average players are. The average player is going to be average. But still think some diamond players can push her a little bit higher. Nice. For 14 days. Max days just gives you a nice kind of overall trend, right? We see Akali go from like here to here. It's still good. So upwards. Maybe people can also say like it rose and plateaued and then dipped, but to me this is still higher, Boom, 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 boom. A band wise, just going. Her band is just going up. For the past 30 days, her band rate is just going up. You can also go common matchups, which is just you definitely want to see strong against. You want to see like where she fits in the mid lane. She beats other assassins. She beats like Azir, which she beats Victor, beats LeBlanc, beats Fizz. It's like super key stuff, just champs you're gonna see like she'll beat Hawaii, she'll beat Yannick, she'll beat Echo, beat Zed, beat Diana. You'll see Diana mid lane, beat Victor, you'll see Victor the mid lane. You'll see Yasuo, she beats Yasuo 13,000 times. You'll see Azir's, she'll beat LeBlanc, she'll beat Fizz. So she just see a lot of Oris, I guess, Oh yeah, whenever people play Ori, people are like, I'm gonna default Akali, and then she beats them too. So stuff like that. Just you're definitely seeing a lot of Hawaii's in the mid lane, so she's whooping on Hawaii 60%. And then build wise, it's probably the secret sauce. Dark Seal refillable that I was looking at, just 52.4% win rate, 10,000 games, Emerald Plus globally, so it's probably the secret sauce people just aren't doing. So all seems pretty standard. This is nice. 5,000 games, 77% win rate. More of the secret sauce. Boots first, Rocket Belt second. Increase your mobility and your current MP, and then you're going into the solstice. So you're just stacking. You're going to snowball the early game, right? From her kit, all burst champions try to snowball the early game. This is definitely the secret sauce right here. 5,000 games, 77% win rate. Even there's two people like, hey, let's go Rocket Belt, just go pure power health, and then Boots Senkets, and then Magi is 76%, also still efficient, just slightly different at 2,200. So you can even combine these two together and just call this 7,500 games at 77% win rate. You can just round up, 78.8, just round up, just boom, boom, boom. This is also 78% win rate, because then just round up. So this is the secret sauce. Dark Seal, refillable, mid lane, Electrocute, Akali, We found it, but people just aren't like looking at the data. If you're defaulting back to 76,000, so it just goes back to 53.4% win rate. So people are going boots, rocket belt, shadow flame, so these kinds of default, and it's like okay, but when you have, if you combine these two, yeah, this is 7,500 games, and this is the 77% win rate. This is the secret sauce. People just kind of, yeah, they're not thinking about it. See, they see this, they're like, oh yeah. You could also technically Night Harvester probably matches her kit more efficiently. It's 40-second cooldown, 30-second cooldown. Nice. So active gives her the ability haste that she definitely needs. AP Hell kind of gives her everything. But see, the mythic passive, right? It's just MP, so the magic penetration. But really, for assassins, since their abilities have high cooldowns, the legendary's grant ability haste is way more efficient, and it shows the 53% win rate versus 51% win rate. So technically, the better item is Night Harvester, because it gives her, it gives her more ability haste at 25 ability haste or CDR, and then it increases all your legendary CDR, and then also has the 30-second. Is that 30-second cooldown, right? Damaging champions with attacks with abilities deals an additional magic damage, granting movement speed and damage. For this, it's also unlock an arc of damage. You gain movement speed towards the enemy champion. Yeah, see, this is grants 25% movement speed. This is grants 30% movement speed towards the enemy champion. So if it doesn't, this is a Hextech Rocker Belt. Hextech Rocket Belt is really only designed to engage as the all-in, more beneficial for what really needs the magic penetration. Only if the individuals are really going to utilize the magic resist, right? So it's not necessary. Versus this is overall movement speed, so she can disengage and re-engage. Reduces your CDR for all your abilities, increasing your DPS output for your champion. And really, this is just stacking. You should get stronger. And gives you the 10% movement speed, so 5% ability stack per glory, and gain 10% movement speed if you have at least 10 stacks. And so, also just further goes to her kit being AP mobility. So just stuff like that. That's how you really want to look at a Kali and maximize the potential of the champion. You can even just click highest win rate. It's going to just show you, the electric keys, stuff like that. Just kind of help educate people on the champion and how to maximize the champion and all that. So if you don't know, now you know. Let me educate, democratize League of Legends, make it easier for people to understand League of Legends. When you're looking at a data set, so what's the giant graphic in the chat? Oh, it's a Nightbot command. What the heck? Okay, sure. I'm surprised that Solar is not re-engaging and looking for the chase, because this is what a Kali is designed to do, with her W, with her E, with her ult, and he has the rocket belt. I figured he would hop the wall, try to ult the enemy team. Just kind of, good ward. Well, semi-decent ward. You actually want to play. See how his ward only has 2 vector points, right? So if you place your ward just right here, you get 4 vector points. You get 1, 2, 3, 4. Versus you only place the ward, you get 2 vector points. So that's how you can determine a good ward and a bad ward. Super easy for all players. Just stuff like that, makes it much more efficient. See, in this instance too, I'd ping here when I'm pinging my teammates. I'm pinging, hey, I need vision here. I'm pinging here, I need vision here. I'm pinging the objective, I need vision here. I'm communicating with my pings too. There's a team lost vision control and intel on the Dragon Pit. They're actually, it looks like, depending on the CS leads and the kill goal and the objective goal, I think he had the opportunity to steal the Krug, or the little scuttle crab. So Ari did exactly what she needed to do. Ari, tracked the calling, and then she counter-rotated to then, reduce the damage that the Talon would take, and sat in a good position. But it also just goes back to like the team just not having vision. So you want a ward here, to get the 4 points, and you also want a ward here to get those 4 points, and that would really secure. But he doesn't have a red control ward, so this is where you want a red control ward and a regular ward. As assassin too, you can probably go sweeper because you're trying to flank. I'm surprised 24 minutes in doesn't have sweeper or a red control ward, because as an assassin you want to take bush control and look for a pick play, right? Also, I didn't, I'd have to tab to see the items on the enemy champions. I have to tab to see the levels on the enemy champion. You should be able to assassinate maybe one person, but you need to focus fire. Oh no. This was already going to be difficult. I said it too in the beginning of the game when I saw the 3 assassins. I was like, I knew this was going to be difficult because 3 assassins, they just can't sustain fight. They can finish fights. Maybe if Briar goes less assassin and more fighting build, maybe Briar. Oh my goodness, the Nyla is 629. Oh my god, the people are disrespecting the Nyla. Okay, see, like I say, I had to see like the items, the levels, like what's happening. That's not good. Nyla is 6'2", 10. Oh, she's 16 KP at 25 minutes. So you take the 6, you take the 6 kills and 10 assists, you add them together, 16 KP at 25 minutes. She is in the driving seat as a. I'm gonna pretend I did not see that. I'm going to pretend that I did not just see that. I think the tower was below 50% health and already had 2 enemy champions on it, but I'm gonna pretend I did not see that. That was also a bad ward. I think every player understands why this is a bad ward, because this ward does not give you anything you don't already need to know. And you're limited, right, in your wards, and so it's huge, the kind of intel and counter intel you're trying to do in the game. Like, his ward could help provide vision on what's happened to Blue Buff, what's happened on Baron Pit. His ward that he would also have would inoculate and allow the vision control of enemy Krugs to really see, is the enemy jungler really maximizing their XP? If your enemy jungler sits here and you catch them here, this gives you a lot of vision and frees up your teammates, right? This is just a really hard point to attack from. So when you ward Krugs, the enemy jungler on Krugs, it's really hard for him to path out from this position. And if he was there with his Echo, they can go kind of deep. Oh yeah, enemy team has Baron, so yeah, they didn't have any vision on Baron. Like, what? If Nyla re-engages, she can sustain. So Nyla is designed to be the melee, a forward melee attacking ADC, the forward melee attacking ADC that wants to engage and sustain through. Built into her kit is sustain mechanisms, utility mechanisms. Most ADCs, people are disrespecting the Nyla. Most ADCs are trying to poke, harass, poke, disengage, poke, tactically reposition. But Nyla wants to engage, utility, forward attack, melee, lead from the front. Most melee champions want to lead from the front, and so Nyla is strong as heck. But I didn't even see the enemy team take Baron, which means they didn't even have vision on Baron, which is the jungler and the support not having vision on the river. And the 3 assassins, the beginning of the game was already like just super hard. Maybe if it was a Lee Sin, because Lee Sin's not really an assassin. Lee Sin's more of a fighter. So Lee Sin's a great fighting game early jungler that wants to beat up other assassins. He can fight, so it's just nice. Really, for League of Legends, you really only need like one assassin. One assassin is like a glass cannon, like a glass sword. Your one assassin's like, they look cool, they can do damage, they can move really quick. But if you have 3 assassins, they can all move around the map, they can do really cool stuff, but they can't sustain in fights. All assassins get countered by tanks, all assassins get countered by any kind of sustain or utility, and so you really only need one assassin in a game. If there's 10 players, you really only need one assassin. And that one assassin can become a star player if they do their thing. Oh damn, that was good. Alright, let's see what Reagan is doing. Help to democratize League of Legends and make it easy for everyone to understand.
I think that is my first blue of the game. Be good. Let me get this.
Yeah, for Raken, I think she's a natural jungler. I think she's natural in the jungle role. Her forward-thinking, aggressive ganks and attack angles. She sees opportunities. She sees windows of opportunities to fight and engage and create plays that other players aren't seeing. And I feel like as an ADC, even though she wants to play ADC, it's just ADCs are really much team heavy and team reliant. And so she would probably have to increase her team fighting skill. But just overall, just her aggressive nature, or just her forward thinking, trying to create plays, looking for opportunities, looking for attack angles, I think she makes her just a much better natural kind of jungler.
I don't think I can kill him.
Oh, nice! See, look at that. So she saw the angle. She got, except for Hwei landed his ult. So Hwei, the new battle mage, if he lands his ult, it just does a lot of damage. But she had the right set of mind, where she found the pick play, she found the attack angle, she got the kill. Maybe if she still had flash, she could flash over the wall and get away, and then dodge Hwei's ult, and that would have been the perfect play. But
true, Sam, exactly.
Actually, Nocturne doesn't really need this whip.
Thank you guys so much for the follows. How are you doing today?
Let me look up. Let's look up the optimize positioning and build.
Anybody with money might target. Serious. Oh, thank you so much for the share. How are you doing today? And IDK99, thank you so much for the follow. What's going on, MN? How are you? Is Blueface your type? Back up. Reel it in, bestie. Reel it in. Reel it all the way in.
This is Reagan. Welcome to our channel. Misfits Gaming. She hit her sub goals. Awesome. League partner program. Cool page. She's good people. I think she sees the angle. But I am... Yeah, Hwei did like 50% of her health because it's the ultimate and his wombo combo. They have a Tard?
I don't have my Sterix yet.
Yeah, Sterix would help. Oh, what am I doing? I need to... The auto is just not doing what I need it to do. Then again, I have too many tabs open. My bad. So I'm like running 4 streams on things. It's a little too much. I can also put this here. Oh, what? Didn't I click Nocturne? I just wanted to see some really quick. I just don't think he needs the whip, right? Oh, they're saying the whip? Is it?
Back it up.
Really?
Joshua, thank you so much for the rose and the ginger man. That is so cute.
The reason I'm saying he doesn't need the whip is just... Does he need the whip? I'd rather just default back to Duskblade of Drakthar. Or Drakthar. Duskblade of Drakir. Duskblade of Drakir. Because the whole a chance to go untargetable. See what I'm saying? Versus like he already slows, right, in his kit. He goes to the champion.
For 5 seconds in totality.
Yeah, he could block the next enemy ability.
Thank you so much for the 2 months of support.
12 or what is it? 1200 unit attack range.
They're actually clipped. They're not. It's not a.
Can block the next ability. Oh, and you can fear the enemy. So if you fear the enemy for 90% movement speed. No, wait, no, he gains 90% movement speed.
Gives you a shield and then.
Yeah, targets feared. Yeah, so the fear is already a nice slow. So like, he doesn't need to slow anymore. Is it? This is just more ghosting, more movement speed. But I'd rather my crit. What? Yeah, I'd rather just. It's like the traditional assassin item. So 3,300 gold versus 3,100 gold. So you get the item faster by 200 gold. You become untargetable, which is nice for an assassin, right? And you go invisible. And you then gain ability haste which is awesome, versus movement speed. But the ability haste. So let's reduce the hard 8 seconds lower. Let's reduce to 20 seconds lower. Let's reduce to 56 lower. So all assassins have like long cooldowns, right? They're just untargetable, CDR. It just should combo with them better. That's just what I'm really surprised about. So just stuff like that. I'm really well. You should just go boots first item. Yeah, I like how even the CDR boots, even the CDR boots are 55%, which is nice. Or movement speed, but it's 800 games. I need like a couple thousand. So I love the 25,000 games at 55% win rate. It's nice. Tenacity helps too because it just allows him to just disengage. Allows him to disengage with tenacity. But this is very traditional. You know, reduce incoming damage from attacks by 12%. Huge. So still cap, reduce incoming damage by attacks by 12%. Huge. But I still think this should be the better item. It should be.
I can't win today,
something
bro.
just.
You have the old god Nocturne skin.
It's really just I don't think people playing. Show me pair.
What's going on, Archer? How are you doing? No, I don't play cast.
Yeah, see, I love how the moment you see the CDR, right, all of a sudden increases his damage output potential.
No,
this is a fighting build.
Like, yeah, y'all had some good skins.
This builds up the fighting build because you're going to, stack the enemy, reduce their armor, which then opens up his, armor focused 80, 80 armor, 80 focus already. But his E is Nocturne Nightmare tells the target dealing 100% AP magic damage. So technically, he's like almost like a curveball AP damage that people never really think about because 100% AP at 260. So technically, see, this is a hard 8 seconds at 60 mana and then increases. So you're saying 245 damage at 85% at a hard 8 seconds versus 260 at 100% AP at. And you could probably reduce the 11 seconds even further. So there is an opportunity where his E, there's probably a secret sauce where Nocturne can go E focus 100% AP damage, and you can reduce this 11 seconds down to like 7 seconds. You can also reduce his normal Q from 8 seconds down to 5 seconds, maybe 4 seconds if you really go heavy. But that's the whole point of having the CDR, having the CDR, because all assassins have high cooldowns on their abilities because they're extremely powerful. Yeah, naturally, any kind of other assassin item will have good win rates. I think Edge Knight should always be like a third item for like all assassins. Sterix is doing gain 50% bonus. 50%. Oh, nice. Yeah, the claws of the cat. Yeah, so people just love the. Not only do they like the claw of the catch, which is the 50% base damage, is bonus attack damage, which is nice. The lifeline, upon taking damage, that would, it just keeps them alive. I mean, a ton of people think of this as more the fighting item or juggernaut item, even a tank item, but more so fighters and juggernauts. So you're trying to hybrid build them where it's like fighting items onto assassin. But to me, second item, Axiom Art. It's just defaulting. It's defaulting into like you want the health, attack damage, and reduce the opponent's armor. But really, whenever a champion dies in 3 seconds of having damage, you refund a lot of your ultimate based on cooldown. So it's like the perfect assassin item. You could also go Guardian Angel. Makes sense. Okay, at least it was 1,400 games, 62% win rate. Yeah, that's awesome.
So the T1 skins for this year are going to be Jace.
Oh, nice.
Jinx. I think Korea chose Bard. Faker chose Ari, and then Lee Sin for jungle.
Oh, what is this?
What's going on?
Hold up. Oh, it is Lethal Tempo. Wait, what?
Y'all, let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this one up.
Yeah, I like the Axiom arc, but I understand it. People are defaulting to it, but something isn't. This is still, I think of this as the fighter item, and Assassin should try out going to CDR, lethality, untargetable, what's it called? Just having Aeonic boots, even back and forth, they're still efficient. But I have not seen. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm surprised. It's just. Yeah, I'm just surprised. I still think it could work. Not for a fact it still works. Just. Yeah. I mean, just surprised.
Why couldn't it be Lux?
Huh.
He did not play Lux. He wanted it to be Lux.
Second item, Edge Knight. I guess second item, Blade Shakir is better? That's a mythic, so that means your first item must be something potent? Like Axiom Arc first into Blade second? Oh, nice. So instead of 3,300 gold, you go 3,000 gold for a unique item, and to 3,100 for the mythic.
Always got like a nice groove to it.
Nice. That probably could do it, and then into Edge Knight.
Yeah, it was Renata.
Yeah.
Renata or Bard.
Axiom. Axiom first. You can go CDR, Ionic, Duskblade, Edge Knight, or Axiom, Ionic boots into Duskblade, into then GA, or Edge Knight. Because you're going to get the kill in your ult, you might die, and then you get to come back to life. Hopefully your team is following up, and then you re-engage your ult again. And hopefully you've already used your ult, you have the CDR, you're going invisible, you killed the opponent. Even if you die, you come back to life, and then you're re-engaging.
Not in this playlist necessarily, but in future playlists for sure.
I'm surprised it's lethal tempo, and not just like electrocute. Give me hella blades. Or Dark Harvest, you're trying to snowball. Which is still works. 53.7%, 53.5%, 53.8%. Interesting. I guess they're taking Nocturne and turning him into like a fighter.
Yo, y'all, come on now. Let it go.
Attack speed, damage, match resist.
Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad losing all of your LP in one day, man. Just losing it all. I'm just tilt queuing. Just on and on and on again. It's a sad sight. It is.
I think most people will like his damage that he does.
Run it back real quick.
The ability to get maybe 3 kills in a row. And the ability to jungle. So Shiv's where it's supposed to be. And then also if you like want to get better at Nocturne, you could like watch a Korean 60% win rate challenger, boom.
I got it queued up. Time to change accounts? No, we play until we demote. We play until we demote. We play until we're Iron 4.
Q, E, Q, W. Nice. I like that because you want the fear. Boom, boom, boom.
Somebody
boom.
trying to swap with me is tilting me even more. Koi ban. Thank you so much because I definitely was not about to ban.
Put a fault in QWE, but oh wait, 55% win rate. QWQ. Ooh. Also 55% rate. E first, like I was saying, because the E has the cooldowns, right? Down to 11 seconds with the fear and 100% magic damage. 55% win rate at 2,000 games. More secret sauce.
fine.
EQW. QQ. Boom. Oh shit. 56% win rate if it's QWEE. Nice, but don't go QEE. I guess that's
Somebody else banned them.
nice. QWEE. Even at 200 games, but I like the E start QWE QW. Oh, nice. Just saying. But yeah, it defaults back to QE, 54.9% win rate versus
They swapped.
QWE, 53.8.
Jungle and support swapped. That's probably why. Jungle and support swapped. He's taking clean splash. They swapped.
You guys E as the fourth.
That's why.
But also level 1, 53.8, 53.2, 54.3. So you can go E start because it's been done a couple thousand games, which I like to see. Like this,
it's new tech.
You know, 10 times someone went Q6 or something, like doesn't work. Like you see a hit like this doesn't work. You know, whatever, this doesn't work. But this, there's always openings, possibilities, and it just goes back to when I initially looking at his kit.
Y'all, why is it me?
You see the 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, there's the cooldown and the 100% AP and the fear. So there's something there that people just haven't really experimented with Nocturne.
Why is this my life?
So yeah, stuff like that.
Ava, thank you so much for the 32
There's
months of
capability and opportunity to find a different kind of build with the champion. I'm surprised I'm still just surprised that it's 200,000 games of Lethal Temple Nocturne instead of like Halo Blaze or Electrocute. Like, what the heck? But I guess they're taking Nocturne as an assassin, trying to put him into the fighter category.
No way this goes through. We report.
Yeah, Jungle Yumi is not a thing. I don't think there are any bonuses. So what Reagan is saying, all their teammates better be reporting that Yumi, because that's a player.
Somebody else died.
Oh, nice. Sorry to deal with those players.
Somebody else died. Thank God. Okay. I'm logging back in, bro.
Yeah, the players are freaking trolling. Because, there are certain champions in the game for League of Legends that have bonus damage towards monsters, and they are naturally junglers. But I don't think Yumi has any kind of bonus damage towards the champion.
They were like, hey, sis, I know we giving you trolls today, and I do apologize for the inconvenience, but at the very least, you do not have to log back in. God bless. It's the little victories, y'all. Amen. What are your kite settings? I use attack, click, move on the T.
I'm guessing she's... Oh, I thought she was going to go on a break. Oh, she got snacks.
Yep, I'm out. Yo, thank you for the follow, love. How you doing today? I'm about to start running the ADC top lane, and y'all know how that go. Hey. Oh yeah, guys, today we have some Twix. Oh, my mouth watering. We have some Twix channel skins today. I'm doing well, Melissa. Are you cosplaying Velma? No, I just bought some red pajamas with matching socks. You can't see the sock colors. Twitch support. You know what? They gonna troll. I'm gonna troll too. Screw it, man.
Yeah, support Twitch does not work. Like, I just saw another high elo support Twitch player lose a game on a different stream. And so
In preparation for a special stream tomorrow. Wink, wink. What's up, Scarlet? I think what goes well with the team. I think Miss Fortune could do well. Oh, y'all saw Dino in the background? Oh, you can see him right there.
oh no, the wait, what? Oh, she's good. Yeah, I just the Twitch support just man. Any other support has been a good team comp. You know, you got Rammus Jungle, which is good. You got Cassiopeia mid lane, which is good. You got Kale top lane, is good. Just any other support, man.
I want the song where it's like, might just hit it raw. Hold up, it's not my element. I like dark skin, melanin. Here we go. Is that the sour? It is. You kind of on it. You sure you're allowed the last pick? You funny. Of the melanin. Switch to the Rari. But I like the party.
Yeah, the Corgi is top tier skin.
Cold-hearted.
It's like Corgi, the dog,
Every time she sees
shooting spell.
you.
It's fun.
Wow. I'm on the TV. Rune's name Mike Tyson. You like that?
Oh, that's true too. Yeah, yeah. So a player in chat or a person in chat named Kuroyuki was talking about the Corgi skin. Yeah, the different chronos are like different dog breeds or something like that. Yeah, Battle Bunny MF is like futuristic looking. If you're into sci-fi. I don't trust the Twitch. It just Diana's gonna destroy Twitch. At least Miss Fortune can like slow down Diana, kind of poke her away.
Now what is that Caskin? Desperada.
And even MF has the movement speed W to like
Cafe
get away
Cutie
from
Lulu.
Diana
Yes,
a little
that
bit, you
was
know.
in the most recent
So she
Cafe
could
Cutie batch.
E, you know, Miss MF can
Everybody
slow
got
down.
money except for the junglers. Only the junglers
The
are rookies.
MF can E slow down Diana, and W moves you to get away. But like Twitch cannot, I don't think, get away from Diana. It doesn't have any, so it's just, yeah.
What's going on, Yusik? How are you doing, love?
At least Rammus as a tank jungler hard counters Diana. Cassiopeia has slows and her ultimate to stop the Diana from trying to hurt her. But just Twitch just.
How about both? How about both? Don't do that. Nah. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, I got the LV on the microphone just to remind you. Just to remind you not to play with me. Like, that's crazy.
Oh, the skin? The Cassiopeia skin is more like a Western.
I have never.
Like Western theme? Right? Like it's supposed to be like a gunslinger in the Western or something like that. It's a Cassiopeia skin. Twitch is all supposed to be like a.
That was wild.
Like almost like a European plague doctor or something. Lulu's hair looks like croissant.
Congratulations.
I rerolled the Misfortune Ultimate skin yesterday. Oh, nice. That is a rare skin to get. Well, that's awesome. It's just little robot bunnies.
What are you gonna be doing, fried rice? Thank you, Phoenix.
Nice.
I re-rolled the Miss
Oh, so MF has
Fortune's
little robot
Ultimate skin
bunnies.
yesterday. I almost screamed.
I guess her
you
robot bunnies are
accidentally
extra animation that pops
re-rolled
up.
it, like you went through with it, or you almost did.
Now, this.
Hey, game.
Oh, they get spotted, right? What? Oh no, is he still invisible? Yeah, but Lulu shields. In this instance, I could try to evaluate her MF. That would have been the better Q angle. That would have been another good Q angle. Oh, right there. Nice, that's a good Q. And then what you want to do here is auto, but you want it out of the way because you're trying to get like level 3 as quick as you can. She missed, I think, a Q angle on the Lulu.
Trying to get these Qs to bounce right.
She could. No. I think she had a Q angle there. So she missed like 3 Q angles. Just auto. There you go. And then you could E one more time, and then auto. Q angle there. She didn't. I don't think she saw it. When the Aphelios walked back up, she had a Q angle. Nice. That's a good Q angle. You can also E the opponents because you're really just trying to slow them down when they're under tower. So auto. And then you can just E the opponent, place a ward deep into the river. Twisted Fate better be autoing the enemy. What? Or my bad, Twisted Fate. Twitch better be autoing the enemy. Like, what is he doing? Like, Twitch doesn't have any kind of utility. All he can do is get in his autos. Just auto. Oh. If she would have queued the back caster, she should be like auto, and then auto. She's kind of missing some of her damage output. Oh, missing CS for hard trades. Oh, you got to auto. You got to auto now. W auto.
Maybe.
Oh. Got him, auto. Oh, nice. Let's go.
Alright, very nice.
Yeah, now you got to clear this wave as quick as you can. So you should be attacking the. You got to auto. You should be attacking the cannon. You got to auto. Yeah, see, now she has to W. Auto attack. Oh, she gets out. Nice. But missing the wave, so. I think maybe she. Ah, man, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And negative 5 CS. Yeah, because she should already be at 30 CS. There's opportunities when you stack and layer your damage. It gets you out of the lane faster. She should already be at 30 CS, and she should already be at the gate. So you have to time yourself 3 seconds to buy and get out. You only have 3 seconds. 1, 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1000. 1, 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1000. And that last second of the third second, you're out when you buy. There's no need to wait. You just buy you could sell this, get your refill, get your control ward, and get out into lane because you should be with this wave. And so missing the first 5 minutes, weaving in the auto attacks onto the wave to destroy the wave. If Twitch would have had a deeper ward, either onto blue or here Pixel Bush, they would have saw the echo pathing. Yeah, just stuff like that. She should already be at like 38 CS or 40 CS at 5 minutes and 30 seconds, and been in front of that other wave that she didn't catch, and then would have had the 6 plus the 4 that she was missing is 10, right? So you'd already be at 38, sitting in front, or you'd be higher CS. That's just the small nuances of the early game. First 5 minutes, she missed maybe 4 Q angles, not weaving in the auto attacks into the spell rotations, and Twitch not giving her any help by not getting some deep wards to track the image online. So in this instance, she actually doesn't need to destroy the wave. In this instance, if she kind of waited, she could have froze the wave and then put the enemy team in a disadvantaged position and really try to draw them into a fight that they don't want to take. And that's when you land your E's and your W's and your Q's, where you freeze the wave, you force enemy to a bad position of posture, and then you get to bounce your Q off the opponent. Boom, you know what I mean? But you really want to throw down your E and then WQ. You throw down your E, W movement speed, and then you Q. And it's a nice layering of the combo. and this is where the tier build from MF popped up because people were like, well, her skill rotation is actually like you E the opponent to slow them, you W to then close the gap to then fire your Q. And now the opponent is playing off just current wave state. You know, they realize that they're down. In this instance, they should both stay. The Twitch messed up by just wasting all his mana and resetting, but they need to get this wave before they crash because they're already negative 20 CS. So enemy team is kind of cautious, thinking that they're doing some 5-head play, but they just kind of reset at 600 gold instead of backing for a component around 800,000 gold. The wave's in a great position right now. A little hard to trade into, but they should have the kill, right? No, Lulu did something to slow them down. She has to thin the wave, but she wants to try to hold it, but I think it's going to crash, yeah. You'd have to thin the wave faster if she was trying to hold it, but now you just have to get rid of the wave as quick as you can. Boom, 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 and then... Nice, but still negative 20 CS, so she's technically beat 72 CS at 8 minutes. And then with this wave, traditionally would have been 78 at 8 minutes. You see what I'm saying? So the negative 20 CS, you'd be 72 CS at 8 minutes, plus this 6 would have been 78 CS at 8 minutes, and you'd have been right at your like most optimal kind of economy with the champion. And negative 20 CS is like 400 gold, 440 gold to be exact. She's fine. Anytime my teammates ping me incorrectly, I just immediately mute their pings. Because, oh, she should... Wait, where's the Twitch? Where's the... I can't see the Twitch. Is he fighting? Auto. Oh, auto. Auto, auto. 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 Oh, she's just not weaving in her autos. Oh, she's just not weaving in her auto attacks. Oh, no. And like the Twitch is just not helping, you know what I mean? Like any other support, and they easily win that. But Twitch was getting his butt whooped by Fearless and had to like recall. It's just like, man, that sucks. But yeah, she just needs to kind of weave in her auto attacks in between her spell rotations, and that stops the enemy.
I think that the skin should give her a dash in her kit. Since it's an ultimate, it might as well. I think that...
Oh, whoa, haha. Okay, good dodge, because his Aphelios...
I think that I should voice it.
But in this instance, I'm not saying... Reagan, do the E for the slow, W movement speed.
I don't want to like overload the skin, because then it will be better than all the other ones. So I gotta keep it like kind of low key. Jesus.
Does Aphelios have ult? No, Aphelios must have saved ult or something, or I didn't quite see.
Force is toxic and they will remove, but they can't heart heal. No, they just hate ADC players. I think you're confused with what they said. They said, actually, I don't like. They speak like a different language, but I'm here to translate for you. What they actually said was, we hate ADC players. We hope they all are tilted whenever they play and log in, and we actually want to make them non-existent. That's why they do the whole AP bot lane thing. That's actually what they said.
Oh. Okay, Rammus, attack the Aphelios. Rammus? Nice. There we go.
Look at the little bunnies at the top. Why does she TP
you definitely want, yeah, when the enemy ADC is dead, you want to crash the wave to deny them as much CS as possible. Oh, why did she drop free CS? Yeah, now auto move, auto move, auto move, auto move, auto move, auto move. But she's moving and attacking and moving and attacking when you really want to auto attack, like auto move, auto move, auto move. Okay, auto attack, auto attack, auto attack, auto attack, auto attack.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, she's not really kiting kind of proper. Oh, she got him. Oh, but he couldn't. Yeah, I forgot. Oh no, does he have ult? Oh, he does not have ult, or maybe he just didn't want to fire it. Whoa, whoa, whoa! WW. Can she get away? Oh, she got away. Nice. Haha. Nice. Nice, nice. Come on, Cassio. Come on, Cassio. I can't see the fight, but something's happening. Oh, Cassio playing scared. I think Cassio had an easy double kill.
Exactly. Godlike. Yep. Get her.
What? How is she not?
Get her, Twitch.
Twitch.
She ate that one thing. John, thank you so much for that.
Oh, Kale's losing against Wukong. Oh, I didn't see the full team in the comp. But even just having Twitch, just like I said, any other support but Twitch game would be nice. Well, especially since Kale's late game and Wukong's early game, so I didn't quite see the full enemy team comp. Just a glance, I was just distracted by the Twitch support. Like, okay, Rammus is. Yeah, just the team's overall like Kale should have vision here, Kale should have vision here. Mainly Cassio, I appreciate her pixel push, war control. Nice. Oh no! Oh, where is Twitch? Oh, thank you, Rammus. What is Twitch doing?
Just like that. 1-2, 1-2. Yeah.
Rammus. Nice. There we go.
Try me again. See what happens. They gonna come every time. I got shooters. Okay. Period.
If I see a tab of what's happening, I could probably.
Oh, I know he mad. He mad. Bro, Diana's couldn't or should never laugh. Period. What champ are you playing? I'm playing Misfortune. It's Battle Bunny Misfortune. Thank you for the clip.
Oh, the Battle Bunny Misfortune. The reason I like the skin is that it's actually the increase in animations that allow a much more smoother looking champion. Oh, he's going for it. Oh!
You're gonna die every time. We gonna trade back and forth. You 4 and 6, I'm 6 and 3. You could never be me. Get your money up with your farm too. You down 3 CS. You need to be worried about getting that wave rather than killing me, bro. He's trying me, man. He's trying me.
Yeah, technically she should be like 140 CS at 15 minutes. But
Diana got a kill. Honestly, that's all she needed to get back into the game.
Yeah, Cassio's time to get out. If Cassio has 300 health or something, she needs. Cassio needs to.
I'ma crush it. Whatever spirit you got. Where he at? Tell him pull up. There he is. Yeah. What's up?
You gotta EM first. You gotta try to poke him down. I'm surprised she's still not using her E to poke him down.
What's up, y'all?
There you go. There you go. Nice. Yeah. Lulu. Twisted Twitch.
Yet again.
Man, Twitch is just. If it was any other support, she does not die. You know what I mean? Like Twitch doesn't help. If it's any other support that has like a CC or knockup, Her MF would be like 703 if it was in his.
I'm sick. I'm sick of it.
You should be like 703.
Spirit Crusher.
The Switch has no utility.
Yo, Kale is killing it top lane.
Sorry for your support.
He's taking all the towers. And we getting the dragons. Something the enemy team can do.
I don't like the Twitch. He can't help you. You should be like 703, but the Twitch has no utility. So sorry for the support. Because you know what I mean? If it's like Leona, Nautilus, Alistair, like any other freaking support, they stop and interrupt the enemy for doing damage. They can shield her or push them away. And stuff. Nice free tower gold. So the Twitch did one thing by giving her the excess tower gold, XP, and all that solo XP.
Ain't nobody scared of them.
But as an ADC, if 3 of your teammates are dead, you gotta just recall and get out. Yeah.
Okay,
just recall and get out.
400? What's that? The Diana about to pull up? No, literally. Oh. Oh. Oh, you're not doing no damage. Oh. Oh. Wow.
What did I just watch? What did I just watch, dude? What the Diana, I think, forgot that Twitch does poison damage. She like flashed away and then just like died.
To be honest, I'm gonna get back to you on that one. I'm gonna get back to you. I don't like the Twitch. He can't help you. Should be 7-0 in 3, but the Twitch has no utility. And he's just got damage. But we making it work. We gonna make it work. We will make it work.
Yeah, there you go. Good. Boom, boom, boom. She actually doesn't need to destroy the wave. So in this instance, she could just last hit, and then you slowly build up a massive wave to draw the enemy into a fight. Oh, auto, yeah, good thing you got out. She can also, just take out. Okay, ult. Nice, there we go.
I got teammates too.
Good team.
I got teammates too, and they ready.
Good teamwork too. There was a red control word that I think the team didn't ping. So in League of Legends, whenever you see a ward and you ping it, it's like 5 gold. But imagine you see like 10 wards, right? That's 50 extra gold. Right, imagine you destroy 20 wards, extra 100 gold. Like it, adds up all the time. Oh, just stuff like that.
I don't think they can really do anything about me, bot. Who is your support? Twitch. Ollie, thank you for the follow.
I said the same thing too. I was like, what? Nice. She. Oh, I think she's okay. Auto. She just didn't auto. She would have had it. She just didn't. Attack, move, click. She stood still and attacked. You gotta attack, move. You wanna attack and then move, attack and then move, attack and move. But she stood still. And so if you don't cancel the movement animation into the attack animation, you slow down your DPS. Instead by attack, move, attack, move, attack, move, attack, move, attack, move. You just you put space between you and the enemy and you win. But then the field, she stood still and the field is just like orb walked her champion. I was like,
honestly, it took me out. Yeah, I had some important text messages right there. That's what happened.
lesson learned.
I had to respond.
Are they on Baron? Wait.
That's what that was.
Reagan, your team is on Baron. I think your team needs you.
That's what that was. Yep, and that's why we got Baron. Y'all so worried about us in the bot lane.
Oh no, you gotta run. W. Oh, Rammus! Oh, you're fine now. Auto. Echo thirsty. Oh, he used his ult, right? Let's see, now the team can apply pressure, take jungle camps. Oh, great ult position. Wait, what? I thought you were gonna... Wait, Aphelios should not be free firing, right? Like, what? Boom! Just blow him up. Looks like... Nice, looks like GG. Looks like a win. But she should be on MF right now, you know, 200 CS, right? At 22 minutes. And she should be like 817, which is not really Twitch is just on support. Well, Wukong did the proper thing. If Wukong knows the enemy team, if the Wukong's doing the proper thing, Wukong understands that the enemy team is somewhere else. He's making a cross-map play to try to win the game still.
The combination of Chad and ADC doesn't move even on front and assassins. Wait, Fam, I think I'm a little bit confused. Run it back for me one more time. I do apologize. It might be me. When I'm in game, I have the like intelligence of a 3-year-old. Because I'm always like trying to focus up. I do apologize, love. Honestly, for whoever, whosoever, which of you, which one of you, whichever of you, whichever one of you.
I think Frost said they like you.
What happened?
Oh.
You look silly, bro. If I can line up this ulti, it's like a penta.
Oh, see, no, I thought for sure she was gonna try to clear the way, 50 opponents. Oh, she got an auto. She just, Rammus. Team, what? Whole team got aced. Oh my goodness. There was maybe an instance where... Okay, so what happened was... What happened was the towers started hitting the wave, but there was an instance where if you can get the E's in, if you can get the Q's in, you destroy the wave with the ult, and then the enemy team can't move into the tower. But the tower started hitting the wave, which then freed up Diana to then hard engage.
That's crazy from the person who said that they were going to kill me in that 5v5, but like I ran them down like on repeat. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I got a Nunta in this game.
Her mind was in the right place, but her execution... Her mind was in the right place, but the execution wasn't there. So you just gotta W the wave, maybe proc this ghost blade, hit Q on the wave, and then try to ult the wave really. And then the enemy team doesn't want to take the tower shots. But the moment the tower hit the wave, Diana got the go ahead to then engage. So. Team, I don't think could be here. They don't have enough vision, and no one could. Oh, Cassio, you better run. Oh yeah, Cassio. Oh, Cassio. Oh, wait, Echo can't be here. Twitch, what? But you gotta get down some E-poke. She probably could assassinate the Wukong, but gotta get down the E-poke. You know, I think her team had Baron, but they didn't really do any kind of Baron power play with it. And a 6-kill game is only 1,800 gold, so games aren't lost games are won or lost off 1,800 gold. So really, will come down to like the CS difference and objectives. I didn't see how many dragons they have, and they lost vision on river. Well, green is my favorite color, so I appreciate the emerald green skin. Yeah, just E the wave, and then auto. Oh, I guess she's just doing the... Yeah, the team just lost vision control, so it's just really hard to move through the map. If Twitch isn't fighting... Oh, Twitch is dead. If Rammus and Twitch aren't fighting for like proper vision control, then this Aphelios is poking tier 2. Dan is collapsing on Rammus. Oh no. Okay, boom. But the enemy team is still missing. Oh, there we go. Okay, nice. Okay, she's 9, 6, 8, so she's in this good position now. She gets to get there and help. She got to get there and help. This is one of those fights where I know it looks weird, but you got to get there and help. Yeah, destroy the wave, destroy the wave. It's all good, you know, as long as you thread the needle at 1,000 units, you can always e-poke the enemy, because even just e-poking the enemy slows them down. Kale should be coming online. Just e-poke the enemy, e-poke the enemy. I'm surprised. There you go. E-poke the enemy. Oh, good ult. Oh, ult too early. The ult was going through two. Try to auto. Gotta weave in the auto attacks. Blow him up. Hit the ghost on the item. She hit the ghost on the item. She could flash forward. Oh, it's up to her. I thought if she flashed over the wall, she would have connected. Oh, they're going for the chase. Auto. Kale, finish the game, Kale. Twitch. Twitch can't even kill the freaking Lulu. Oh, Twitch got the Lulu. Okay. That's brutal. There's just a lot that's just kind of missing. You know, just... Twitch. Cassie's just taking the blue and just not even...
Oh my gosh, you won 5 solo queue games? Okay, pop off, Fab. You better. Is that soul? Free soul?
Who's that?
Free soul, I know that's right.
Free soul? Free dragon soul.
No, Echo
You take them.
Crazy damage, bestie. Crazy damage. Show this Aphelios how it's done, and always will. 8 and 12, I could never. I could. I probably have today, honestly. But in this game, I could never.
But ultimately, this game just became, like I said, this game just became harder because of the Twitch. Just the no utility from the Twitch. Twitch can't get hits. It just doesn't work. It just does not work. Wave state here. Collapse. They just need to regain visual control. But they need the Twitch and the Rammus to regain visual control. They could hit that. Yeah, there you go. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, e-poke. Poke him down. I think she still could have poked him down because her teammates are rushing right behind her, right? Oh, Rammus is going for it. Rammus thinks he sees an angle or something. Kale, you better fight, Kale. Oh, auto. Auto. Oh, there you go. It's not good. Whole team is dying. Oh, Rammus doing too much. Rammus doing too much. Like, Rammus, went in and tried to, 1v4 and, drew the team into a bad angle. So when Rammus was doing something, I was like, is Rammus seeing an angle somewhere? Yeah, the game becomes harder when, your jungler's making mistakes, trying to, 1v4. It just doesn't work. I think she would have had him, maybe.
You better ulti, because I was about to take your cheeks. Use that little cop-out. Yeah. Next time I'm going to get collector, so you just pop. Pop goes the weasel.
Also, what was my last build on Akali that I ran?
Put it down now. Got him the ult twice, right?
Yeah, I went collector.
Really
I went Ghostblade, Ghostblade collector into Serelda's. I think it's Ghostblade lethality, movement speed, collector lethality, execute, and then Serelda's is your ability to slow the enemy plus the armor penetration and ability haste.
Millie, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I am kind of running with the dragons. I haven't even used my ulti yet.
Yeah, I went PTA. I went PTA MF. I went Ghostblade Collector into Sereldas, just to go like 18-1.
We got some. Oh.
Boom. Auto. Ghostblade. Ghostblade. Boom, 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 boom. Oh no, she was in the Echo ult. Oh.
Right on it.
Yeah, it's all good. Mistakes happen. Mistakes happen. Oh, Ramus, you're doing too much, man.
I didn't even get that ult, man. Right.
It's a close fight. It's an even game, but
Keep track of
everyone's making mistakes. Especially Ramus is doing too much. Like Ramus was chasing the Ramus was chasing the Felix when Ramus should have been like fighting front to back and trying to stop the Echo. And then just simple mistake, getting caught in the Echo. Oh, it happens. Kale, like why is Kale dying? Why does Kale not have like GA right? Like I bet Kale doesn't have GA.
It could have been. It could have been, but it's not going to be.
Nope. I mean, I'd recommend Ghostblade, Collector, Sereldas. It's my.
Good thing they didn't.
I don't think Cassio went Roa. No, I don't think Cassio has phase rush unless Cassio does have phase rush. Just stuff that I'm looking for. I'm not sure if Kale has GA. Like Kale does not have GA.
If everybody ults at the same time, that should be fine. Yo, what's going on, Ryerson? How are you doing, love?
It's an even game, close game. But
What's the name of your skin? This is Battle Bunny. Battle Bunny, Mr. Griffin.
in this instance, yeah, they lost fish control. Elder Dragon ends the game. Everybody better have a control ward or 2 control wards. They better be sweeping. So like the Twitch, everybody, like everyone should have control. Oh, they're fighting in River when the team is not there. Oh, that is not good.
Yo, they're fighting already?
Oh my goodness, bro. What are they doing? What are they doing? Gotta auto it out. Just auto it out. No, that's the clone. Yeah. Because the moment the Wukong stood still, like that was the clone. Yeah, I don't know. Ramus. Yeah, I was like, Echo's gonna try to look for the assassination attempt. It's too tough. Yeah, Ramus just started fighting in the river. I'm sorry.
Why are they fighting 2v5? Why are we fighting 2v5? Does anybody know? Does anybody know why we went 2v5 there? What's the reasoning?
Maybe Jungler Panic? Yeah, because Ramus can always like get away. Like Ramus can always like reposition. Maybe the Jungler panicked. Not sure. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, just even seeing the Twitch, was already like a negative. The Twitch was already. The Twitch support doesn't help. I blame the Twitch support. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good.
How was that 2 days?
It's all good.
The gaming is not gaming. It really is not. It really is not. Dang, man. I don't even know what music would make this better, bro. I don't even know what would help.
Chocolate. But yeah, I feel like I was trying to. Everyone has their own vices, but I feel like what cheers up my day is just chocolate milkshake. Usually like once a month, like one time a month.
Tears on your knees. Tears on
No, like chocolate milkshake. Yeah, like chocolate milkshake for me. I just like dessert, kryptonite, ice cream. But yeah, I feel like I want to have a better day. I just get a chocolate milkshake.
What's going on, Rainham? How you doing? Pussy, always good vibes. Yeah, we got the pussy in casa. Oh my god, I'm going up skins. That's extremely huge.
Alec season that's out of pocket. You don't see it.
I just want my girl that new necklace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stick 'em all, no matter what the price is. On my license. Cosmos.
Hmm.
Man, I don't know. I'm just locking in whatever at this point. I really am. I am officially tempted. Best misfortune skin? I think either this one, but probably the prestige or Shadow Bunny. At this point, I can't wait for rank to be over. No, like honestly, ranked isn't the season isn't over until
Like
January
January
12th. That's when
something.
the season ends. So like we still have a
But
long
this is
time.
silver,
Nah, this game the
plat,
one.
gold,
I'ma trust it.
bronze.
This game the one.
Ain't no way that's a
Pharaoh,
bronze
thank you for
Nico.
the follow. How you doing? Zach and Charles
What?
left. Thank you for the 22 follows and shares. Appreciate y'all. Joa, thank you for the follow as well. Ain't no way that's a bronze Nico. Nah. You can scam the border.
Yeah, I see some gold players, some plat players. Like this is plat, silver, bronze Warwick, and a bronze Nico.
Genuine, honestly. You know, like the vampires, the bad bitties. Sweetwatt, thank you for the follow. How are you doing? I'm subscribed too. I think I thought it was kind of mid at first listen. I only had like 2 songs that I liked, but the more I listened to it, I was like, yo, this album's kind of fire.
Yeah, so gold, bronze, silver, plat, gold, plat, silver, bronze, plat.
What are you waiting for? No, I'm telling y'all, bro. I was playing against emeralds today because I was P2, and now I'm like playing with silvers and bronze because like the games just hasn't been it, man.
I mean, the Warwick was gold previous
That's a
split.
bronze Warwick. Is it legit? We still gotta win. We still gotta win. Yes.
So like, yeah, this is I believe this is still the emerald to gold, gold to gold, bronze, emerald to silver, gold to plat, gold to gold, emerald to plat,
Someone ain't even logging in.
gold to silver, gold to bronze, gold to
Yeah, I know,
plat.
right, Rar?
So yeah, it's like 6 gold players technically.
Bruh. Charlie, what's going on, fam? Do you always play Garen?
Yeah, technically 6 gold players. Like you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 technically. So if Reagan did lose 2 games in a row, whatever the case may be, right? Riot will give a player like an alley-oop, like almost like an easy win. So if you are the better player, if you lose 2 games in a row, if you are the better player, then this match has like 6 gold players. So she is the emerald player, and she'll rise to the occasion. But because they got a bronze player, they get 2 emeralds, and she's technically the emerald plat. So emerald plat, and then gold plat versus emerald gold. So it's just the matchmaking, everything's even. It is even. It's just.
It's the ribbon. They just have to remake. Is this gonna be a remake?
Good luck, have fun.
Mackie, thank you for the follow.
Oh, I didn't see the enemy composition. Okay, so Blitzcrank wins the early game. Oh, Pike is in a really bad position. Oh no.
At least he didn't even have to flash.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see I wasn't even looking at the enemy compositions properly.
It will be a remake though. So.
I think Nico as a catcher champion counters Akali, right? Blitzcrank, Ezreal's late game. Nice, good damage. No, they're in a good position because Ezreal has to run. You understand? Ezreal has to run because Ezreal's got chunked below 50% health. Where's the Akali? 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 Like what? Like Ezreal was below 50% health and Akali didn't even move. What? Oh, so player quit. Riven quit. Never mind. Oh. I see. Nah, it's all good. It's all good.
Maybe that's for the best, y'all. Maybe that's for the best. I kind of want to demote and then like re-promote because I'm pretty sure my MMR is low-key booty cheeks right now. Jonathan, thank you for the follow. Tobin, thank you for the 2Bs and the victories. Ara, thank you for the follow and the
So what Reagan just said, she feels like she needs to demote to like promote. Actually, what Riot Games did to help out all players is that you're evaluated on everything you do. So the game, if you're in ARAMs, is actually evaluating how you play, how well you play. Even if you play normals, the game is evaluating how well you play in normals. All that's behind your hidden MMR, and as you play the game, they'll try to match you against competent opponents. So the MMR system is always working perfectly for League. And so if you you're evaluated on the past 10 games, and the 11th game is deleted. 11 games played. So the game is only taking what are you doing in the past 10 games and how well you're performing, and then it tries to match you up against opponents with the same kind of consistency with your role, with your lane, or with your skill set. So it affords you opportunity to go into normals, have less pressure, but to fix your MMR. And players just don't know about that. You go into normals, and you can play consistently over 3 games or 10 games in normals, and you're essentially kind of fixing your MMR. You're it's almost like a foundation of a baseline of average skills that are evaluated. And then when you go into rank, that transfers over, and then you try to match up against competent opponents. Same thing at ARAM. Are you a 6 KDA player, a 5 KDA player, a 4 KDA player? Are you landing skill shots, dodging skill shots in ARAM? All of that gets evaluated into your playstyle. And so it just levels up your team fighting skills. ARAM is a great tool to level up your team fighting skills and evaluate you as a player. Normals allow you to practice your macro and practice new champions without hurting your rank, but you can also fix your MMR by winning normal games, by being MVPs in normal games, by being a top 3 player in normal games. You fix your MMR. So all that's into the game, and people just don't know about it. So, yeah. Like I said, I can go in the normal game, and the enemy team will have 4 emerald players, and the game will give me 2 silvers and a bronze. But I'll still get 18 kills, 1 death on my misfortune in normal, because the game is trying to evaluate and test me. Riot Games is saying, hey, are you a Smurf? Because they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I could play all 5 roles at a high level, and I could just, my skill set's already destroying challenger records. So when I go in a normal game, the game is like, oh, you're a Smurf? Well, we're going to test you if you're a Smurf. So the game will give the opponents 4 Emerald players and give me 2 silvers and bronze, and I'll still get 18 kills, 1 death on my misfortune, and just wipe the enemy team. Mainly because I'm practicing. So the game is trying to see, hey, can you truly hard carry? I'm like, yeah. And I'm a support main, whatever. I can play mid lane at a high level, I can play top lane at a high level, I can play ADC at a high level, I can play support at a high level. I can play support better than the pros. But my jungle isn't that strong. My jungling is probably, like I said before, is probably above average, but just not elite. Oh, good pepper. Hopefully a better team comp. No, I got an Ashe support, bro. I would. Top lane Malphite makes sense. Bot lane MF makes sense. Belva jungler makes sense. Mid lane Action can kind of make sense, but doesn't quite work. And the Ashe support is more of a high elo pick. I would never trust a low elo player to understand how to utilize Ashe support because they're already lacking in their consistency, in their skill shots and rotations, timings, matchups. Intel the game, they just don't quite have it, not at the low elo. So traditionally speaking, you want normalized or standard champion kind of pool, for playing the game in the lower elo. In the higher elo, you'll see some more erratic kind of champion selection and compositions because they've built up the skill set over years or months to understand the matchups and to play kind of these off-meta champions they could accelerate with. But for example, the reason you're seeing Ashe be played as support is because other pro players have had success with Ashe support, but that's because they understand how to utilize the utility and not mess up the wave. Understand how to utilize the vision control that Ashe supports bring to the game without wasting her hawk shot, stuff like that. And so,
I consider changing up my main. I main Sona. The hate is real. My bad, babes. My bad. Like a fair trade of me. Okay, guys, let me ask y'all a question. Arian, thank you for the follow. Type 1 if in chat. 1 in chat if matching pajamas are cute. I want to see something.
Yeah.
1 in chat if matching pajamas are cute. 2 in chat if matching pajamas are ugly. Cute or ugly? Cute or ugly?
Yeah, it's a couple. Matching pajamas is like a couple's goal. That's what.
Okay.
She's
The
talking about.
ones have it. It's cute. It is cute. Some of y'all not rocking with the matching pajamas though. I think that we, as a chat, should collectively get matching pajamas.
Oh.
I think we should all have matching pajamas. Into it, yeah. Aw, period, Ginger. How do you feel? I think it's cute. I think it's super cute. I want to get matching pajamas with somebody. Get into it, yeah. Alright, Distorted. Is this you saying that merch is coming? Should I make my own pajamas?
Oh.
Honestly, I love me some pajamas.
Super simple. MF Q bound. She could always start off with like perfect CS because the power of the Q. One to also increase the wave clearing aspect more so. Okay, -2 CS I think, but in the beginning should not be dropping free CS. Also, that's why I like don't play Sona. Also, Sona I don't think is meta right now either. So, but she should either kind of rotate. Oh, is that negative 3? Yeah, any CS in the beginning is incredibly vital, especially to an MF who's early game champion. But oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. You gotta auto the wave, get it out. You gotta auto the wave, get the CS, get out. You gotta auto the wave, get the CS. Oh no. Ooh, dropping too much CS. Oh, I'm dropping even more CS. Is Reagan okay? Oh, she can still W the Triss to mess up her CS too, you know what? It should be like W in the wave, auto attack, auto attack, auto attack. Still missing. They gotta destroy this wave and get out. It's auto. The reason you want to crash this wave is before the Sonic can come back to support it. So boom, boom, boom. Missing a lot of CS. But you don't want to slow push this wave. You gotta get rid of this wave. Okay, get the CS, get the free gold. Just missing too much free gold, dropping too much CS in the beginning. Oh, missing too much free gold, missing too much CS. Oh, that's 2 cannons. Oh no. Oh, I gotta recall out. You gotta get out. She should already have the gold she needed. I think it was like 2 cannons. Might be negative 10 CS. I think. You don't want it to be negative 16. Yeah, it might be negative 16 CS. I had to do a replay, but that's too much gold missed, especially from like the 2 cannons. Yeah, she could be Eing, you know, the opponent to really slow him down. It slows down and stops the enemy from CSing. Oh, nice. Yeah, Oriana should never be level 5 rotating down. Like, what the heck? Yeah, it goes back to like just Ash support, just not good. You know, like imagine she had like Blitzcrank or Nautilus or Leona, Pike, or just something else, you know. Ideally, you want to focus the CS because you need your gold. Okay, Belvath, come on, Belvath. Oh, Belvath, come on, Belvath. You gotta flash out, heal. Oh, nice. Woo, good defense. Yeah, as long as there's no enemy team around, she should be able to safely get this, right, and get out. Boom, and then you Q, boom, 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 auto, and then E. Gotta E the wave, use the biscuit. Oh, snap, there's an enemy there? What the heck? Oh, I think they flashed out. Yeah, I would hope she would have got these 5. Oh, nice, good catch. It's still negative 16, yeah, negative 17 CS. Because you want to be 50 CS at 6 minutes minimum. So just stuff like that, you know? Huh? There's a Scion? This whole team comp is kind of just interesting. She's maybe W, right? Yeah, I think if she would have W'd earlier, she would have had the gap close to then E auto and then Q bounce off of the back caster main. But remember, if the enemy is not visible, you crash the wave. So like and she's still stuck around. What, you got a WE? And Belvath's not even flanking. Like, what the heck? Yeah, Belvath is kind of already her own, and then already stuck around and caught the wave. Like, but if Belvath would have just rotated with the flank, then you could have baited out the Oriana. But it's a little too hard. There's no real vision. There's no vision on river. So you still e-poke, because if you know you're going to catch the wave, you can still e-poke the enemy down. You can also, MF can safely fire her Q to bounce, you know. No, but okay, W. Yeah, she just, the thing that I noticed that, you know, Reagan's not doing is she's utilizing the W to, like, get the movement speed to get the gap closed, then get in the damage. But you ideally want to E, slow your opponent, W, movement speed to close the gap, and then auto Q, auto Q, auto. Okay, get the cannon, then you can W, E, yeah, like stuff like that. You could W to gap close and fire your E to really like poke down the opponent. I really just focus the enemy Tristana, because Sona does not win the game. Trista does. So just fundamentals bot lane. Always try to poke down the damage to enemy AD carry. Hopefully, Ashe fires Hawkshot, gets some vision for the team. Ideally, Ashe wants to sit in this bush and fire the Hawkshot across the map, because then you can get like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, auto. Did Ashe get the kill? Ashe! Just, that's the problem with the support. Ashe. Okay, Tristana dies. Ashe, you win that. Oh, Oriana's rotating. Like, what? But it just goes back to just any other support. She stays alive longer. Mitigates up the damage. Yeah. Bum, bum, bum.
So sad.
Bum, 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 bum.
So sad. I do not have a ward yet. Body team, my nigga, nigga.
Oh, just E. Always, you do want to get in the habit of utilizing your E, but when you engage with the E, a perfect E is maximizing the damage, and hopefully, you know, people kind of understand that, right? Like if you have a perfect E, you know, placed on top of the enemy opponent, not your teammate, but just imagine this is the enemy, right? And you have a perfect E, you know, a perfect E over the opponent. It really forces them to take 3 seconds damage or 2 seconds damage because it's slow.
Yeah, I don't have any of her prestiges. I wish I did, honestly. Corey, thank you for the follow. So valid, Alec.
She could have bounced the. She had opportunity to bounce the Q off the cannon to hit the Triss. Just auto. But she can place a ward. A good ward for ADC is the entry point
Thank you for the follow. How are you
for the
doing?
jungle, or you could toss over the wall.
All-time favorite skin, Winter Senna, for sure now. It used to be True Damage Echo.
Like, see, they just don't have vision here, so you could path around, place the ward, let the opponent push the wave to catch it. Ashe, what are you doing? Heal, you gotta get out. And then... Oof. Yeah, I think the Sona, like, flash ulted. Yeah, they just don't have vision. They're sitting kind of blind. I would have placed the ward either on Tri-Bush or placed the ward to the entry. She fires the hawk shot, and it's a bad hawk shot. You can see 2 objectives. Stuff like that. No, bar the Q. There you go. Just weave in the damage. Trying to.
How are your matches going? Today, my matches are going empty booty cheeks, but you know, we got the music pumping and we're fooling, so that's all we can really do.
But I also might have to mute some streamers. No detriment to her, but music for the music. Wherever this song now playing, like just kind of sometimes have to. Oh, she got her. Right? I think she had her, like you proc the ghost to... yeah, the Sona sustain. Also, she has to reduce her click radius and use her attack move click, but she's using right click only. Yeah, she needs to incorporate her attack move click more, because that's how you increase your DPS output in the game. You're essentially like buffering your commands. So when you like A click, if you attack click or wherever you put your attack click, on, but your attack click, you're right clicking to animation cancel the movement and to animation cancel the attack to increase your DPS output. So in this instance, you gotta just auto move, auto move, auto move, auto. You gotta attack move, attack move, attack move, attack move. But you gotta reduce your click radius. That increases your APM output, increases your DPS output. You should E the Tristana, stuff like that. She also is not showing the spell cost, so I'm hoping that Reagan understands the spell cost when you're trying to get into your combos. She didn't need to go double sword. This is why we used to go kind of boots, right? But this is a free boot, so this is 350, 350, right? That's 700. But also having the tier, since she's really ability heavy, the spell cost heavy abilities, that's why the tier build is kind of there. Also Monomoon fits MF quite well. She needs to E, just auto. But she still had movement speed, like proc, move up, boom, boom, boom. Like you go proc this, so you Ghost Blade W to then burst the movement speed, then use the Q to hit the opponent as quick as you can. Pull Belter, even fight. He's playing Silas. Riven, Evelyn, Yasuo, Blitzcrank. I don't think Yasuo bot works, even though it's level 6. Even fight. I just don't think Yasuo bot works. Because I always think of Yasuo as like, you could build him into a fighter, but he's kind of like an assassin with crit. I think the same build that I would run on Victor is the same build I'd run on Silas. Like AP movement speed, heavy. Because the build is already low cooldown, right? So more of sustain, but I'm guessing that his runes aren't matching Silas's kind of AP fighter. So you definitely want like AP movement. You want AP movement so that you can close the gap as the melee and really engage. Instead, he's going like utility. These are both utility, like defense, offense. CDR. You don't really need CDR, right? Because I think Silas already has low cooldowns. And Silas, since he's a fighter, right? He only kind of snowballs and wins the early game. I don't think Silas wins the late game. He kind of falls off almost like a Renekton, right? So Renekton's like the 80 fighter. Silas is like the AP fighter. I just don't think Yasuo works. Unless, I mean, the Yasuo has 11 kills, 6 stats. Unless his Yasuo's about to pop off. I just, like any kind of assassin, most Yasuos kind of fall off. Is this an Ashe? Just yeah. See, just if you had more AP damage or more movement speed, then you can like close the gap to hit the melees, right? To like Cho'Gath is really smart. I like this is a good one. Serelda's really good. Enemy Renekton. Oh, dude, I didn't even realize there was a Renekton in the game. I was just thinking Silas AP fighter, Renekton 80 fighter. I didn't even realize there was a. Yeah, Sojin's right with the Sterix is right. Damn, that is a good blitz. Holy shit, that is a good blitz. That is a damn good blitz. He freaking. I love that. You know why I love that? Because the blitz was fighting to the very end. I love those players. Blitz was like making sure that everything he can do, anything that the Blitzcrank could do, anything that support player could do was fighting to the very end. That's why. Huge respect to the dude named Rocket. Huge respect. But I think some of his other teammates on Popo's team gave up, I think. Team let you down, boss. Damn. Yeah, team let you down, boss. Team did let you down.
Yeah, I'm fine. Honestly, I'm fine.
Yeah, on to the next, on to the next. Okay, Taric Jungle, I don't know about that one. Cincher mid, pretty standard. Quinn top can work. Cho'Gath, support Ashe. What in the team comp is going on here? I like Rumble mid. I like Tom Kiss top. It's very old school. Jin is a good ADC. If he wants to play Cho'Gath bot, you know what I'd recommend people? Little secret sauce. Nautilus in the bot lane. Nautilus is better than Cho'Gath because Nautilus has such an easy combo with his ult that Nautilus can AP carry from the bot lane. I'll show y'all real quick. Even though it says tank support, I know. I'll show you something real quick. His Q is 90% AP with 1100 range. Incredibly short cast time. And just all the magic damage, 90% AP, reveals the enemy, drags them, roots them. Drags and roots. Drags, interrupt, knock up, rooted, knock down. Interrupt, knock up, and it down. Interesting, but it's always a flat 12 cooldown. Yeah, pain of rat target takes magic damage over time, half dealt melee, and the other half dealt after 1.5 seconds. Yeah, Riptide could get down to 5 seconds. Short cooldown. Melee into range. Slows the enemy. Technically does monster damage like Nautilus is secretly. It does 100% damage against monsters. 150% damage to monsters like he's secretly a jungler. And then just as Nautilus as the AP carry in the bot lane. Increased damage to 80% AP. Upon reaching the primary target, the depth charge target is stunned and knocked up. Knockout duration 2 seconds, stun duration 2 seconds. That's why people are like, whoa, because you're stunned for 2 seconds. You're knocked up for 2 seconds. 400 damage, 80% AP. It just hits. Like 250 plus 90% AP just hits. So the secret sauce is you can go not as an AP carrying bot lane. But that's the secret sauce. But Nautilus looks like, technically, even though it says Vanguard tank support, technically, with 150% damage from its E on monsters. Maybe Riot Games secretly built Nautilus into a jungler, but everyone sees the utility and they automatically go. Someone's here. Wait, what? Is Vega here? Is he still going Heartsteel? Oh, okay. Heartsteel fits with all tanks because it's like the super tank item. Permanently increase your max health throughout the game. Also, Heartsteel's a perfect counter to any assassins on the enemy team. But Rumble's burst damage, Vago's burst damage, poke, sustain, burst, poke, sustain. Sure, yeah, I guess you can go Heartsteel. Heartsteel will allow him to survive against the Rumble and survive against the Viego, but that's about it. Because John's gonna poke, Jin's gonna poke, and if Cho'Gath goes sustain, then Tomcat is also sustain. So Janna firing the tornado in a like random direction makes me think that Janna doesn't know what they're doing. That's kind of interesting. Po'Beth, good luck playing Yone. So like poke, advanced poke, burst, Yone, burst, poke. What is Bard? Catcher, also poke. So 1, 2, 3, yeah. Poke, poke, poke. It's advanced poke. Poke and robe and catch. Poke and split push. Or duel. Poke and duel. Burst, assassinate, slayer. And Yone is burst, technically fighter. But, you know. Yone benefit the most from electrocute, or benefit the most from going fighter build, but people don't quite see it. So I'll show off the Yone before I just go offline. Yeah, see, even just off the bat, it just feels more fighter-esque, right? Like, it doesn't really... I guess they're going this for hybrid. His kit, is it hybrid? Yeah, you should not go Kraken. Kraken is really built because then you're not utilizing... See, Kraken has the whole 120% AP, 130% AD, additional triggers on target, but he doesn't have anything AP in his kit to scale with, so... He's 100% AD on Q fighter. Movement speed. Yeah, it just allows him to like fight over the walls. Or assassinate over walls. What was the... And the R is just straight 40% AD. Oh, I guess he does do some magic damage from his ult. But it's still 40% base AD and then component to magic damage, so it's like not quite into the kit. Just 3 point, no cost. So he has, yeah. I'd rather just see him as a fighter. For a quick blaze, attack damage crit, transcends your attacks, reduce your On the cooldown ability by 50% remaining. Impermanence. Your abilities deal up to 20% increased damage based on crit strike chance. Grant all other legendaries more attack damage. Yeah, Navari kind of fits him. Yeah, Gale Force kind of fits him. I mean, they removed Gale Force from the game, but this also fits him. Allows him to close the gap as a fighter. Movement speed, crit. Okay, so you can go IE. Yeah, same thing. IE. Standard increase 80. The better 2 item, I guess. Only 70 gains. Extra gold. Yeah, you could just go Dorn's Blade, because if he's like any kind of... Yeah, because people could think he's an assassin, so you're not really sustaining through a fight. You just either want standard damage health, or maybe some extra health. Maybe, but pretty standard. See, really, it's the attack damage health is really pushing them further. I guess the crit damage is okay, but what you're really seeing is the attack damage health. So you can build Yone as a fighter. I wish people would consider that. Is this more of a... Yeah, it's not really... Like, more 80 health items would be nice. Let me see if I see any other 80 health items. No. Yeah, 'cause even off the bat, see, you already see 53%. Navori just matches with them because of the ability cooldown. Makes it with more attack damage. You just really need the ability haste. Just increase attack damage. Gain additional attack damage. Yeah, I guess I can see Trinity Force because it goes back to being a fighting item. So Trinity Force is a fighting item on Yone, and it's a much better fighting item on him. You know, it's the attack damage, gets the attack speed, gets the health. Yeah, that makes sense. 57% win rate. Even at 300 games, I would still experiment with Yone on Triforce. Oh yeah, 50% win rate. Yeah, look at that. See, it just goes back to... This just doesn't work because... Like, what you don't really need the magic resist, right? Like, what is he doing? Your armor and magic resist increase damage to towers. Like, it's not really a part of his kit. You know, it's kind of just not really there. Gale Force matches him because of the increased legendary and the ability to, like, close the gap. And just attack damage, attack speed, crit, move. Of course, you can go first item, IE, because you're just you're hitting your opponent. Yeah, you guys can go IE. It's a unique build, yeah. IE, Triforce. That probably would make more sense. I do like Navori, even though there's not enough games. Just because the non-ultimate cooldown by 50%. Nice. Only 10 games with a Rage Blade? Oh, because of just that extra ability damage that he does. That's kind of just there. And only from the ultimate, I guess. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I'd probably tell people to go IE, Vori. Sure, you could go Rage Blade. Especially, is it lethal tempo? Yeah, lethal tempo. I guess you can go Kraken, I guess, but you know, when you look at it off the first item, Kraken is just at 50%, 200,000 gains. When even though it's only 231, it's not enough. But even just IE is just power spike, or Gale Force is power spike. Even just Navori Quick Bait is just power spike. Even though it's only 32 games, not enough. But at least it's Emerald plus globally with 32 solid games where Navori went first. It's just, you know, boot wise, I guess none of the boots work. I don't know, but that's weird. Second item, yeah, I think just Triforce. Oh my bad, third item. No, second item? Yeah, second item, Triforce, nice. Then you probably should just go GA, 60% win rate, or Navori, 600 games, boom, boom, boom. I can go third item IE, acid, all this kind of third item Gale Force. Like, but ideally, just go IE first, Gale Force first, Navori, and then just kind of do it again. Navori or Triforce. Yeah, you can go GA 5th or something, or GA 4th or whatever. That's all. I'm still. Wait. Yeah, I guess it. What? Yeah, maybe PTA is probably a little more efficient. Electrocute or Halo Blades would also work. Fleet would also work. So it's kind of weird that everyone's defaulting. It's the most picked rune page versus the highest win rate. Yeah, you can go, but I would still do like PTA. I'd probably take my MF build. You're also supposed to know, but just yeah, it doesn't really need lethal tempo, right? I guess. Yone can kill minions. Yeah, it's not really there. It's not really there. Maybe if I looked at. Sure. Sure, let me see how this fires do. Oh. Pop, pop. This would take more time to study Yone, but Popa to do his thing. Reagan is doing her thing. Which cool, but yeah, just go back to Nasus, not play some Wars on River. You want to ward here, here. No ward on Pixel Bush Dragon, no ward on Pixel Bush Baron. Pit area. If Jace wants to help, you want to get a ward either on enemy raptors or you want to get the bush for wolves. Oh wait, she's playing Yone. Oh, interesting. I was just watching Popa to play Yone. guess she must like Yone. Because I think this is the first time I think I've seen her play. Yone Bog? Okay, yeah, 50 CS, 8 minutes. But I'll let her be, I'll let her do her thing. Good luck.